Cars flip fast like a Jersey breeze. Jennifer Morningstar's got the keys. Black nails flash, she's dealing fate. Pull your card now, it's checkmate. Spreads on the table, moonlight glow. She's got that vibe, you already know. Best collective, stars aligned. Future's calling, no decline. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Central short, she's Jersey's finest. Tongue cuts quick, her wit's the brightest. Pull a card, watch your world unfold. Mystic vibes, fearless, bold. Taking her hand like a mic on stage. Life's a story, she's the sage. From cups to swords, she knows the game. Morning star's the name, fate's her claim. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. What's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails.
Hello, my loves, and welcome to your reading. Now, before we get started, please do remember that energy is interchangeable. So feel free to take messages, flip them, twist them, reverse them, however you see fit. If it doesn't fit, please do not try to force it. Just feel free to check your chart and check your other placements. Past, present, or future, you tell me, as time is fluid and we are all on different timelines. And as always, please do remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Like this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. This way you know when the videos are posted, and as always, comment down below as you see fit. If you'd like to book a private reading, you may do so by going to jennifermorningstar.me. Also, live readings are available during this live only. Feel free to get them in while you can. All right, with that said, let's get on with it. Since we are in February, the month of love, I figured, all right, let me give them something that they probably want, which is What You Don't See Coming, Love Edition. So what you don't see coming in love. All right, my loves. Hey, Jovi, how are you, baby? Hey, Legit. Hey, Mika. Is it Mika or Micah? Or no, Mikhail, right? Mikhail? Hey, baby. If I butchered your name, I apologize. Mikhail? Is that it? How is everyone this morning? All right. We are going to do all signs today. So we are going to go along from Aries through Pisces. So let's see. Hey, Oleni, or is it Oleni? Oleni? Again, I apologize if I butcher the names. I am horrible with names. Oleni or Oleni? Is it like Oleni as in Jenny, or Oleni as in lean? Again, I apologize if I butchered it. I try to get them right. All right, so we are going to start off with Aries and first house placements. All right, we're going to use Oracle and Tarot for this. Try to make it as humanly specific as possible for your entertainment pleasure. Oh, Lenny? That was the first way I said it, right? Oh, Lenny? Yes, as in Jenny. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, baby. Hey, Ruby, how are you, sweetheart? All right, let's see. All right, let's start off with Aries and first house placements. What do we have going on for Aries and first house? What does Aries and first house not see coming in love? Just a moment, guys. Mm, All right, what do we have going on for Aries and first house? What does Aries and first house not see coming in love? Ooh. Okay, I'm hearing forever love. So you do have love coming in. It is someone who is absolutely positively completely new. Um First, it feels like more than anything, someone's going to come along who is going to change you in a way that it's going to heal you, right? Some of you could have already had someone come along who something about them, you're dealing with them, it did something, you took them as a lesson, or you learned, it changed you, right? Everyone's been through relationships where you learn something, it helps you evolve, right? But I feel like more than anything, you are going completely outside of your normal scope, right? This is for those who resonate with been there, done that, over it, and now you're changed. You're making better choices for yourself. The type of energy where you look back at your old type and you're just like, oh, God, bitch, what were you thinking? Oh, God, no. Oh, honey, oof. That's kind of what it gives, right? I mean, look, if you can't look back and cringe on anything in your life, especially in certain select choices you may have made in the past, and be like, oh, damn, that was not my best moment, Or, oof, yeah, I was going through something back then, then you're gonna keep making the same mistakes, dealing with the same old shit. But this is like, you know what? I'm better. I'm over it now. And now you got some ooh, shit. You got some new love, all right. Some of you could have someone who has their eye on you as well. Mm. What I get for a small sum, there could be someone like kind of panicking because I'm literally hearing the stalker's anthem. What's that? The police sting. I'll be watching you. Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? Literally the stalker's anthem. Can't stand that shit. Um So for some of you, I feel like there's something new more than anything. For a very small sum, there could be someone from your past as well who is watching you obsessively, who is stressing over the idea of you finding new love being with someone else. Mm, okay. I feel like you're in a healed energy and your vibe, it's like been there, done that, learned the lessons, you've evolved, and now you are attracting a new type of energy that you haven't experienced before. Remember, our vibration, where we're at energetically, that is what we will pull towards us. So if you have learned all the lessons, you've healed, you're in this good place, you're making better choices for yourself, you're in a different frequency, the things that you used to attract will fall off and you will align with things that align with your current frequency. All right, so let's see. Hey, Conchetta, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Melly, how are you, baby? All right, let's see. All right, what is your overall energy when it comes to love? Eight of Wands. You're all about forward movement. Some of you could even be a relocating Hierophant. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah, you're done. You've closed out a cycle. Some of you could have relocated. Some of you could find yourself looking to relocate. I feel like you are done with the flimsies, the flopsies. And again, for some of you, there could have been one that, did a number on you. For some of you, you could have been married. For some of you, you could have been engaged to someone, right? But this feels like you're all about forward movement. Also, this feels like the energy of someone who is bypassing just, that one, that quick roll in the hay type of energy. And again, you notice how the Hierophant, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know that I denote the Hierophant to a form of lesson. It's literally dead in center of the three, right? And with these three oracle, the lesson is dead in center as well. So it's doubling down when it comes to your energy. You are in this energy, been there, done that, learned that, healed from it, moving on, moving past it. You're done losing sleep over these, crusty, dusty bitches. And you're all about fresh energy. You're closing out a cycle behind yourself. So with that said, what can you expect moving forward? So what can they expect in love? Sun card. Ooh, I heard let the sun shine, let the sun shine. Ace of Swords. Ooh, Four of Wands, bitch. Chariot. Now you get to the good stuff. I literally got the song, Can We Skip to the Good Part? Now you get to the good part. Now this is where it gets good. That's what you can expect. Now you get the good shit because you're done with that crusty, dusty bum shit. Sun card, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. This is someone who's very certain of themselves. They know what they want. They're willing to cut out anything that does not align with it. And because your energy is on this really nice high vibe, you're attracting in a relationship that has that sense of that it'll bring that sense of stability, security, something that has that ability to, if any of you are looking to make it past the threshold with someone, this would be the one that could do it. I feel like you're going to meet someone physically around you. Could be someone who lives in a warmer area. I'm drawn to the sun here. Someone could live in the mountains. But this feels like, or some of you can meet someone around the summer. I feel like this is someone who you meet outdoors. So for some of you, you could feel called to go somewhere, do something on a whim, take a walk, take a ride, go to the park, do something. For some of you, take a moonlight stroll, right? You have something coming in and you'll know it when you see it, when you feel it, because you're just gonna feel the sense of connection. But it feels like more than anything, this is someone who you meet around you, physically around you. So this is not gonna be someone who you're swiping on Tinder, Grinder, whatever the fuck you're on, right? Um, Bumblebee, Fish Tree, whatever the fuck. This isn't someone you're gonna meet on an app. This is someone you're gonna meet them out in public. Sun card to the Four of Wands. You're going to physically be at a place. This could be you go to a resort, or this ends up being a neighbor, or you go to the same place, or you go to the same shop every for some I said every day. For a small, maybe even but one, someone could be a mechanic and run a shop, an actual shop, like a mechanic shop. I just got drawn to that. Doesn't have to be for. Oh, and I just realized too, we have the Chariot under the deck. But I feel like this is where you finally arrived. Good shit. All right, possible outcome. You know how you're going to know who this is too? You got someone going towards you. You're going to meet this person in the 3D, right? This person, they're going to be very straightforward, very honest, very blunt, very forthcoming. You're not going to have to pussyfoot around with this person or try to question what do they want? What is their intention? Or down the line, what are we? This is someone, they're very straightforward, very, could come off a bit, too blunt, too harsh, too forthcoming with that Ace of Swords dead in center. But it's like a breath of fresh air. It's almost like a ray of sunshine. You're going to enjoy being around this person. This person can have a very fun side out. It's like they come off one way. They could come off like one way to the external, but the more you get to know them, the more it might even take you a minute to warm up to this person as well. But whoever this person is, the more you warm up to them, the more you get to know them, the more you get to see another side of them that not everyone gets to see. Because I'm getting drawn to the aspect of you see this Ace of Swords. He's a bit of a performer, but it's also making me think of like a magician where it's like, you don't get to see what's completely behind the curtain. You see the curtain behind him. You have to get to know him. They have to warm up to you as well. And that's when you really get to see what's behind the curtain. This is someone who does not, give everyone that sense of look behind the curtain, right? It's like VIP access. Oh, but that goes hand in hand because if you're in this energy, been there, done that, you know what you want, you're not willing to settle for less, right? You hold yourself to a more VIP status, right? Which means not everyone gets access, which means you're attracting a like type energy, like attracts like. All right, so possible outcome. Mm, Four of Pentacles, ooh, a keeper. Ten of Pentacles as I say that. Two of Swords, Ten of Cups, bitch. You know what I just heard in my head? Who remembers back in the day? Michael Jackson with Lisa Marie when they were at I think it was the VMAs. This was after they got married. And I literally saw he was wearing the red shirt. I think she was wearing something white or black and white, I don't know. But he's like this. He's like, and they said it wouldn't last. And then they did that kiss. That was like so awkward. It just, I don't know, it just seems so rehearsed, right? But that's what this is given, and they said it wouldn't last. So this is like kind of even blindsiding to you. This is like one that sticks around. This is a keeper, right? This is someone who it's like, you might be a little, blindsided, but this is the one where it's like the real deal keeper. Look at this Four of Pentacles. This bitch is holding on where it's like, oh no, 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 my precious. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. Um, someone might be all right. For small sum, just be careful because someone might be a little bit clingy. Not like in a, oh my god, I'm codependent and I need you to like, no, it just feels like, I don't know. I'm gonna look like kind of clingy. Like this is the type of bitch who like they holding on for this shit. This is someone who's not gonna let you go. That's what that's given. So it doesn't have to be like clingy per se, but this is the type, they ain't letting you go. Literally Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles to the Two of Swords. This is like, oh no, we have a problem. Bitch, sit the fuck down. We talking it out. We gonna figure this out. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. We are not. They ain't no split. It's you and me. That's what it gives. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. I love that. Like, you might even need you might even feel like, oh my God, bitch, like I need a little space to myself or some shit, just because this is a very lovey-dovey bitch. This is like romantic surprise type energy. So listen, if you're single now, live it up because when this person comes along, that's it. Although I feel like low key you're gonna like it. You know why? I feel like this bitch is gonna put you on a pedestal. This is the type of bitch who surprises you all the time. This could be someone who acts of service, random surprises, just doing they show you. Like you're gonna know this bitch love you. And this is someone who shows up. Like a show up, show out type of energy. I love that for you. So with that said, Aries and first house placements, regardless of whether Aries or not, that is what I got for you. That is your read. And don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and want it to continue. Also, if you'd like to book a live read, the link is in the chat. There's 8 spots available. If they fill up, then that's it. But don't say I didn't give you a chance. Next up, Taurus and second house. All right, let's see. All right, just a minute, y'all. Okay. All right, what do we have going on for Taurus and second house placements? What does Taurus and second house not see coming in love? What does Taurus and second house not see coming in love? Mirroring. Ooh, karmic connection. Okay, so here's the thing. You have a connection coming in, but the thing is, this person, they're going to mirror everything within you. Every fear, they're going to trigger the fuck out of you. Um Also, you're going to want this, but it's like 1 minute you want this and the next minute you're questioning their intention. Uh it's almost like who sent you type energy. This could even be something that starts off one way and then something changes in the connection. It's like two people pulling each other in, right? And it starts off with, could even start off with one intention, right? Like maybe you're both like looking at this as nothing more than just, something superficial or just, a hookup or some shit like that, right? And then like, you're all are meeting up, whether it's your crib, their crib, or, um in the bedroom, right? It's just like something activates within both of yous, and then you start mirroring. So something about this connection, you have a connection coming in. Some of you could have this connection in your life already, but it's almost like you two are mirroring each other in a sense because you're going to trigger each other's wounds. This is someone, they're going to trigger you and you're going to trigger them. All right, so what is your energy when it comes to love? Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, Emperor, Four of Wands. You definitely want something. Oh man, do you ever. Four of Wands to the Magician to the Death card. This is like you trying to play it off like you don't, though. So some of you could be trying to play it off play it off as like something's less than it really is. Some of you, there could be someone already, but that Two of Cups to the Knight of Wands to the Emperor bookending the Two of Cups. This is like someone trying to play a role, trying to control their behavior, control how things look on the outside, right? Literally, this Emperor is a director, right? Someone could be in film, right? But with the Two of Cups, this is like lights, camera, action. With that Knight of Wands, dead and center, the energy between all this is like we're playing it smaller than it really feels. So for some of you, there could be, and you notice the Two of Cups, it's a mirroring energy, right? So some of you, there could be a connection already where there is some, there's See, here's the thing. You and this person, whether this is someone who is coming into your life, or perhaps some of you, this is someone you've already been dealing with. What you're not seeing when it comes to your love life, whether this is someone who comes in the picture down the line, or this is someone you presently already have in your circumstance, you're both mirroring each other. You're both triggering each other. You're both triggering each other in different ways, wounds when it comes to love. Um, that you're reflecting each other and you're both playing it one way. So, whereas you're trying to control yourself, and remember, this is your energy specifically when it comes to love. You are trying to control yourself pertaining to a connection and also play it smaller, almost like, playing it off like you don't want something. Some of you could play it off like, you let go of the idea of a relationship and you're playing it much more smaller than it really is, but it's bullshit, right? Um, Also, Magician dead and center. That's a trickster. It's bullshit. Deep down, you do. But even though that Knight of Wands, you're playing it smaller than what it really is or what you really want. Now, again, if this person is already present in your energy, you already know who this is. You're both playing it smaller. Look at the two of you both sitting there looking at each other. Someone could drink, someone could like martinis or gin or vodka, a vodka tonic. What you can expect. What can Taurus in second house expect? Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles under the deck. Look, some of you, this could be something that's already present, but no one is actually doing anything, right? With that love offer on the table, it's like there's something there, right? That's what that love offer is giving. It's like there's something there. You and them both feel it, but you're both playing it down, and you're controlling. You're making it look like one way. This is like your directorial debut, right? Directorial debut. It's like there's love right there on the table for the taking, but neither one of you are doing anything about it. You're both trying to play it smaller than it is, even though with that Two of Cups, it is in fact a mutual energy. Again, whether this is someone already presently in your energy or this is predictive of what's to come, this is what will be. In which case you will find yourself mirroring. Now, here's what you can expect though. Here's the thing. You two are triggering things within each other, or will, right? At the same token, there is this love on the table, but no one is doing anything about it because you are both mirroring each other in the sense you are both playing it smaller than it is. This is acting like you don't feel it. This is acting like it doesn't matter, or acting like it isn't what it is, even though it truly is, right? Hence the karmic connection dead in the center of it. You're both committing to this role, committing to this karmic pattern, right? In the meantime, what you can expect, you get what you give from it. So here's the thing. Neither one of you are doing anything about it. You're trying to act like it doesn't matter, like it's not important, like you don't feel it, even though you both truly heartily do, right? Well, this is what happens. Whereas it could have potentially been something that, look at that, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands to the Magician. Again, the Magician goes to the bamboozle, trickster type energy, right? So whereas this could be something beautiful, this could even be something that has the potential to cross the threshold to, long term, Four of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. At the same token, because of that trickster energy, instead of being able to manifest something beautiful, you are both making it more difficult. Two of Pentacles, I'm sorry, Two of Wands, a sense of friction, because you're both causing the sense of friction because Ace of Pentacles, no one is actually committing or putting anything in. You know why? Because with this mirroring energy, what you can expect, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands. You get what you give, right? 8, by the way. There's a sense of moving on and detaching from this. You know why? Because you're both going to feel this, or you are feeling this. You're both going to act like it doesn't matter. You're both going to act like you don't feel it. And you're both going to sit and wait and expect the other one to do something about it. But here's the thing. You're both going to basically mirror each other to the sense where you both end up walking away from this and moving on. Because if you have two people who are literally in some form of karmic bond, mirroring each other, playing something so strong and so profound, so small that neither one is doing anything and expecting the other one to do something, well, you're going to get what you give. If you're sitting around waiting for something to happen, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to see that person doing the same exact thing. And guess what? You're both feeling helpless to a situation because you're expecting someone else to do something. Meanwhile, guess it's time to move on because no one's doing anything. You know why? Because it's a karmic connection and you're both mirroring the energy. So I don't really feel like this is going to go anywhere. I mean, does it have the potential? Sure. But I mean, what can you do with potential? You have to deal with the actuality of it all. And the actuality of this is a connection with two people not doing anything other than mirroring each other. They feel something, literally mirroring to the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a mirroring card. Nothing is coincidence, right? Playing it smaller than it is, which is a karmic energy in nature. There is something there, but no one is doing anything. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. But you get what you give in life, and that's what this is completely reflective of. All right, so possible outcome. Wheel of Fortune, Sun card, Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. Look, it's going to pass, and then it's... Okay, here's the thing. The Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Opportunity. I mean, if one doesn't seize an opportunity, someone else will, right? So that's what that's given. So This might not come to be because, again, the Wheel of Fortune also denotes to a karmic wheel, a karmic energy, right? And this has karma all over it. If someone is not willing to seize an opportunity or break the karmic pattern, well, then the wheel will keep going and we're just moving it along. Now, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There will be someone else who comes along. There will be other options along the way, but it won't be something that feels like this, right? Could be a Six of Cups connection that comes up down the line, a past life connection. But this one in and of itself, it will pass. It will move on. It will go to the next one, right? So it's not to say that, oh, well, now I'm, just never gonna. See, here's the thing, too. Some of you might have difficulty. This is the other thing, too. Some of you might have difficulty because there could be other opportunities that want to present themselves for you to move along. It's like, if this doesn't look, what's for you can never pass you by, right? So that doesn't mean that, oh my God, if this doesn't work out, that's it for me. It's all uphill and I'll never find anyone. No. But the thing is, you could be your own form of detriment as well. If you stay thinking and fantasizing about this person coming through, doing this, doing that, right? You do a disservice to yourself. It's like if your mind keeps taking you back to the idea, but no, I want it to be this one. I want it to be this one. This Knight of Swords going backwards towards the Wheel of Fortune. Meanwhile, the Sun card is trying to move in the opposite direction. You're going against your own sense of happiness. There will be an opportunity for you to meet someone, could meet someone better, right? Someone who's actually there, Four of Wands. But the thing is, if you keep going back to the idea of this one person, because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and literally this Knight of Swords going towards the Wheel of Fortune, meanwhile the Sun is trying to move in the opposite direction, that's to me denotes a form of reverse type energy, which means you're trying to control the wheel. You're trying to control and say, no, but it has to be this one. It has to be this one because this is the one that I want. This is the one that I feel so strongly to. Meanwhile, not realizing it's a karmic connection. This person could be someone who's just reflective of something within you at the time. And the thing is with the mirror comes there so this way we can see what's being reflected at us, because what change do we need to bind ourselves from, right? What do we need to focus on, right? There's something within us. Sometimes people come along and it's not that, oh my God, we have this strong connection, that means that we're meant to be together. No, it just means that you're meant to teach something. And this is a mirror to you, someone who reflects something within you that you need to take a look at. But for a small sum, some of you might try to ignore what this connection, this karmic connection is trying to show you, and just be so gung-ho on, but wait, I've never felt something so strong. That has to be my person. For some, that has to be my twin flame. No, that has to be someone who is trying to be a mirror to you, to reflect something to you. So this way you can look and see what you need to. Again, sun is that sense of clarity, being able to see, right? But again, some of you are going to refuse to see. You're going to put on your sunglasses and go against the road. You're going to go against the path because you're going to be dead set on, no, but it has to be this one. It has to be this one. So I feel like you have other options. There's one of significance that is meant to be more so of a mirror to you. I don't feel like this one is meant to be like that all being long-term connection. I feel like this is someone they reflect something of you, right? You both have similar energies. You both do similar things, right? And this is where you two come into each other's life to reflect these things to one another. So this way you can take a look at that reflection and do whatever you need to do to work on yourself, right? Sometimes we need someone to come along to shine light, but some people will be ignorant, put on blinders and be like, yeah, they'll ignore the light. They don't want to see what's right in front of them. They just see it as what they want it to be, where no, that's it. It's supposed to be me and them together forever. No, it's supposed to be they're helping you to get along to that one. But the thing is, if you're refusing to see what it is they're trying to show you, this connection is trying to show you, you can miss out on anything else that comes after them. And you do yourself a disservice in that. So be mindful of that. So again, I don't know if this is someone you already have some form of attachment to, or this is someone who is coming down the line, in which case this will be someone who is going to reflect things within you. But it just feels like more than anything, this is someone, it's like a traveler type energy. They come along for a specific purpose in your life. But after that purpose, they come passing. Think of like if you're an actual traveler, right? Like say someone who travels the road, travels cross country, right? You know, a grifter, a drifter, right? It's like you come into certain towns, you come into certain places, and you spend your time in these certain places, and then it's time to mosey on along. It doesn't mean that, oh well, I'm in this town right now and I've met these people, so this means this is where my life stops. It's like, no, we meet people along the way and they serve a time and purpose in our life for whatever's going on in our life or for whatever's going on with us. But at the same token, it doesn't mean that they're meant to follow us to our destination. Um, so be mindful of that. But Taurus and second house is what I got for you. That's your read. All right. All right. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this and you want more free content like this. All right. But next up, hold on. All right. Gemini and third house placements. Just a moment. What do we have going on for Gemini and third house placements? Hold on. All right. What do we have going on for Gemini and third house placements? Someone could be all up in their head. All right. What does Gemini and third house not see coming in love? Ooh, shit. Ooh, some of you a bit of a glow up. Some of you can be in the spotlight. Some of you can end up with someone who is in the spotlight. Ooh, this is like the jackpot in love. Hello. Some of you could find yourself in a high profile relationship. Hello. Ooh, some people are going to be feeling a hella type about you and your relationship that you got coming in. You're going to get your happy ending and then some. Sexual chemistry is going to be off the charts as well. Very good looking. You're both going to, this is like a head turner type energy where it's like people see you both and it's like, God damn. All right. Love that. All right. So, what can you expect? Hey, Max. How are you, baby? All right. Your overall energy when it comes to love. I mean, what is Gemini and third house placements overall energy when it comes to love? Page of Pentacles. Someone can work in film. As I say that, look at this Emperor. Look, lights, camera, action. Knight of Swords. Some of you could meet someone who's in the industry. Some of you could be someone who's in the industry or film. Um, Page of Pentacles, Emperor to the Knight of Swords. Some of you could just be more so in boss mode as well, being a bit more practical. Some of you, especially my singles, I would think that you're single, looking over here, what to expect in love. This is all about being practical. Some of you just focusing on your, everyday life, your career, stuff like that. Some of you can feel like you don't really have time for love. So it's like it's not that you don't want it. You're just like not really, it's not on your priority list, right? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm talking my independent bitches, right? So for a lot of you, it's like it's not your top priority. Not to say that, you wouldn't be open and receptive to it if it were to present itself, but it feels like it's not your main focus. You're focused more so on other shit you have going on in your life. And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to look for it, but you know what? If it ever wants to pop up, sure. In the meantime, we're going to put our focus where it's best served. All right. So what can you expect? Hold on. 10 of Cups wanted to jump out. All right. So what can Gemini in third house expect in love? 10 of Pentacles. Shit. 2 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Queen of Swords. There you are. To the King of Wands. I told you it was a good looking couple. 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups. You're going to meet someone, all right. Someone's gonna come in and change your world. I'm literally hearing Michael Jackson, "You rock my world, you know you did." Someone's gonna rock your world. Someone's gonna come into your life, and there's something about it that brings change your life in a good way. Could be again, could be someone who is in the industry or who is just well to do. It gives very high profile spotlight, you know. But with that two of Pentacles dead in center, look at this four of swords and that 10 of Pentacles. This is like someone, it changes your life. So you have someone, a connection that feels life changing, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Like even with that four of swords, it's giving very pampered, spoiled type of energy where it's less like, it's like you don't really have to do much. So you have a connection coming in, and there's not really much that you have to do to align with it. It feels like you're already in alignment with it. It's just like going with the flow, because that two of Pentacles also denotes to the sense of going with the flow, right? 444, by the way, right? Because before we saw the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Was it the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and now we have the Four of Swords here. So that denotes to a 444. So be mindful for, but that's extra doubling down when it comes to the relationship, right? In a sense of security. I feel like because you're in this energy of going with the flow and you're not stressing over it, you're relaxed, you're just more so focusing on what you need to, you're going to find yourself aligning with someone who is of that likeness, right? You're going to align with someone. And for some of you, again, this feels like a very important type of connection in a sense, because this doesn't feel, look, you know how you're going to know who this is when they come into your life? It just feels like life is good, life is easy, but this person, they they add to that in a sense where it's just like you thought life was good, you thought like was, you were just like kind of doing your thing and enjoying your solitude or whatever. It's like this person, they don't take away from that, they add to that, where it's almost like, oh shit, you know? It's very nice. It's a very pleasant type energy. And I feel like this is someone who they're on the same wavelength as you. I don't know why I got someone could come from money. You got something good coming to you, and it's because it's coming because you're not looking for it. It's just it's gonna find you naturally. You two are gonna gravitate towards each other and find each other naturally. This even feels like, look at this two of Pentacles. It's like you two are being orchestrated divinely towards each other in a sense. So you don't have to, like, you don't have to, but I don't feel like I'm talking to someone who's stressing over when am I going to find that one, right? It's not about, because you're not looking for it. You're not stressed. Whoever I'm talking to, they're not stressing over love. Are they open and receptive to the idea of it? Or if it wants to come in this life? Yeah, but it's not their priority. That's what that gives, which is very good and healthy energy to be in. So many people, I was thinking about this morning. I mean, think about it. You got all these, that's why I like a lot of these channels that you'll see a lot of these channels, their main focus is love, because there's a lot of people, and it's sad to say, their life revolves around the idea of someone outside of them. But then they're miserable as shit and unhappy as fuck, and their love life sucks because their life revolves around the idea of someone outside of them. Versus if you're someone where your life doesn't revolve around the idea of someone or something outside of you to complete you or make you feel better, because you are good and you love yourself enough in that energy. Like you are whole, you are complete. You don't need someone else. And that's why the people, they don't realize they're getting it fucked up. They're so codependent to the idea I need someone or someone outside of me to make me feel better. It's like, no, you should feel like that on your own. You want to attract someone who adds to something that you already have within. You don't need them, you choose them. But that's just the world that we live in, right? Because people are programmed at birth, grow up, make yourself a family, find a person, settle down and spend your life with them and all that. We're not going to go into that bullshit, but you already know what I mean. All right, so what's the possible outcome? What's the possible outcome? Death card. Death of a bachelor. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Happily ever after. Some of this person could start off as a bit of a secret admirer. This is like someone, a bit of a secret admirer, kind of looky loo over the fence. So, death of a bachelor with that death card is what I got. So, bachelor, bachelorette, whatever, I don't care how you identify, right? But you will find that person. I feel like you're going to meet them. Some of you can meet this person while out and about, while traveling, taking a trip. This could be someone from a different land. This could be someone native from where you are. This is where you're going to meet this person in the physical. This is either someone who you're on a vacation or they're on a vacation, right? Or someone is a transplant to, so they're either a transplant to where you are or you're a transplant to where they are. This is like, one could be from one side of the world or to versus another, right? And you all happen to be in the same place at the same time. I feel like you're going to meet this person and I feel like there's going to be a sense of instant attraction, definitely with that 8 of Wands, but I feel like it's gonna be more than that. There's just you know what it gives? Think about Death card, it's also scorpionic energy. Yeah, there's an attraction, but there's also this wanting to know more, right? Which goes hand in hand with scorpionic energy. Someone could be a Scorpio. But this is like there's something more there, right? Scorpionic energy denotes to that sense of depth, right? There's something more beneath the surface. It's intriguing. You're going to find this person very attractive on the eyes with that 8 of Wands, right? Yes, they're very attractive, but there's something more beyond the attraction where it leads to a form of curiosity. It's like wanting to reveal what is beneath the surface, right? There's something more beneath there. We want to see, we want to unravel this mystery. And I feel like that could be both ways. You could both have this thing where it's just like there's an allure, you both find each other attractive, and there's just something there where there's wanting to unravel more that is the mystery of each other in this connection, which I absolutely love. I don't think I've ever had something come through like that before in the reads, and I love that analogy. So I am going to leave that there. But you will have much so fun unraveling this mystery of each other. But Gemini in third house is what I got for you. That's your read. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like free content like this and you want it to continue. With that said, let's move along to Cancer and third house placements. All right. Cancer and fourth house. What's up, my loves? All right, let me see. All right, Cancer, before we get started with you, let me grab a cough drop because it's starting to feel a little dry in here. Cancer, for some of you, this can happen within the next few months. There's literally just a few months left of Jupiter in your sign. That goes for fourth house placements too, people who are here specifically to watch their fourth house, regardless of whether it's Cancer or not. But I'm drawn to Cancer and Jupiter. So some of you, this could happen whilst the transit is still in motion before it comes to its end. All right. So what do we have going on for Cancer and fourth house placements? What does Cancer and fourth house not see coming in love? Ooh, you got that old school. I heard, what's that? Beebs? Girl, you got that yummy, 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 yummy. Okay. Wow. So you got that old school love. Someone could have a children. Someone can have a child or children. Some of you could be single parents. Um, I don't know why I got this. Okay, if any of you are the single parents and like you have a baby mama, baby daddy, this person is gonna fucking flip their lid about the connection. Cause this is like someone who they're gonna flip their shit with whoever you end up with. Especially if any of you have a kid or kids with someone and they try to use them as pawns or as a means to try to dig at you. You know what it gives? Like if you have an ex and it's like say if you have a kid or kids with an ex, right? And they try to hurt you by hurting the kids in a sense, right? Where it's like whether it's being a deadbeat or, just fucking taking shit out in a sense, right? Just be careful because this person, I don't know if it's that they just can't stand seeing you happy with someone like an upgrade and it's almost like they want to use the kid or kids as a form of means to try to, wedge themselves in there. Or they're just going to lose their shit because they're going to see you upgrade. Some of you can find yourself in a very public type of connection. Some you can end up with someone in the spotlight. Some you could be someone in the spotlight, but be mindful of that. But for others of you, or for some of you, it could be the other way around. This could be someone who has a kid and has some ex like that, in which case they will try to insert themselves, especially if there is a child attached to the situation. I do feel like whoever this is for, there is some form of there is at least a child, if not children. Someone is a single parent. So whether it feels like custodial, so whether you are a single custodial parent or they are a single custodial parent, take it how it resonates. But you definitely have a soulmate coming in, and it's that old school love. And you're going to find yourself quite happy. And someone is not going to like it, whether this be your ex, if you're the one with the kid or kids, or theirs, if they are the one with the kid or kids. All right, so let's see. Hey, Porcelain, how are you, baby? Oh, wow, really? Hey, Marlene. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm glad. All right. What is your energy when it comes to love? What is Cancer and fourth house placements energy? Some of you could just be more so focused on work. The Eight of Pentacles wanted to jump out. All right. What do we have going on for Cancer and fourth house? Their energy when it comes to love. Nine of Cups. Emperor. Hangman. Chariot. There you are, baby. Some of you could be in the spotlight. I feel like, because when you know, you know, you know. All right. So I feel like for the most part, you are just focused on your own shit. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who they're quite happy and content in their own energy, could be very focused on their work. Nine of Cups book ending the Hangman. Some of you, not gonna lie, some of you, you're just like so wrapped up in the idea that you enjoy being single. Nine of Cups, right? You like being able to come and go as you please. You like being able to sleep on whatever side of the bed you want. You like not having to answer to anyone, right? You like your independence. So, not gonna lie, a lot of you, you're so happy within your own energy. You're not really, it's almost like, I don't know if I really like I don't know if I'm actually down for anything. I mean, maybe it's kind of like it's gonna take a hell of a motherfucker to come along. That's what this is given. It's like, look, I enjoy my solidarity, my solitude too damn much that it's gonna take a hell of a motherfucker to come along and change my mind. That's what this is given. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that you're just all in this energy. You like doing your own thing. You're quite happy and content in your own energy. You could feel like life is good, life is grand, right? You know, you're not sitting around waiting for, oh my God, when am I gonna find the love of my life? You're out there making moves, doing things. And the thing is, you see this Nine of Cups looking at the Emperor because you're quite content in your energy, you enjoy what you got going on. This is it. Look, it's gonna take a hell of a motherfucker to want to come change that, which I absolutely love. That's your energy towards love. Where look, I really enjoy being single. I like my life. I love my life. And it's gonna take a hell of a motherfucker to make me want to change that. You know? I love that. I do. I am, but thank you, sweetheart. All right. So what can Cancer in fourth house expect in love? Two of Swords. You're gonna get blindsided. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, I got my eye on you. Okay, here's the thing. You might not realize it. She's independent. That's why I love her. Okay, so you come off as oh, now I'm hearing Kelly Clarkson, Miss Independent. She fell in love. Okay, so here's the thing. You might not realize it. Miss or Mr. Independent, doesn't matter, it's just the songs, right? But you could be coming off a bit more closed off in a sense. You might be in this energy where it's like, it's not that I'm saying never, but it's gonna take a hell of a motherfucker to make me want to change my status from single to mingled, right? So you might not realize that you come off a bit like no zone, closed off. It's almost like you're hard to read, you're hard to come towards, you're hard to approach. Not to say I don't feel like you're going to catch the eye of someone. I feel like this is going to be someone who is literally physically around you. Pentacle energy always denotes to me physically around, right? This is someone physically around you who's going to see you, who's going to watch you, who's going to be around you. This could be this could be Joe around the water cooler, whoever the fuck, right? Male or female, again, don't matter. And I feel like you're going to be a bit oblivious to this. This person will have their eye on you before you notice them, before you look at them that way. But here's the thing. You know what else is going to happen? You're going to get blindsided because whoever this is, eventually it goes from them noticing you first and you come off a bit intimidating or closed off. They don't know how to approach you or have a conversation with you. At the same token, they're going to have their eye on you for a while. They're going to watch. This is someone they're going to watch and observe everything about you, right? So this is someone who you're going to see regularly, whether this is you see them every day at the job or, every week when you go to grab groceries or whatever the fuck you do, right? Maybe every week when you go to the gym. But here's the thing. Eventually, you're going to get caught off guard because all of a sudden, it's going to have a boomerang effect, right? So at the core of this, someone around you is going to have their eye on you first. They're going to notice you and they're going to observe you, right? They're going to take serious interest in you, right? It's going to take a minute. You're going to be aloof to it with that Two of Swords, but eventually you are going to start picking up on their energy. You are going to start noticing them. And then you're going to start and then you're going to start noticing them noticing you. Might even be a bit of a wraparound where it comes you noticing them, noticing you, and them noticing you, noticing them, noticing you. If you caught my drift. Okay. So it kind of catches you off guard. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's the possible outcome? This is a oh, star card again. Look, and that goes hand in hand with like that spotlight type energy. To the world card. Someone could literally be like a star or world known. Wheel of Fortune, bitch. Ace of Cups, bitch, you hitting the jackpot in love. What to expect? What do you get off of that, bitch? The star card, the world card to the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Cups underneath, with the spotlight and the happiness. Old soulmate, old school. You got that old school, real deal, love, good coming through. And this is new. Bitches are going to be hating on this. Like, this is like, there's something very public about this. So either someone works in the public, is in the public, or this could just be everyone's going to notice this. This is like a very attractive couple. You're going to travel with this person. This person could like to travel. I'm getting like travel the world. Someone could have traveled the world. Cause I'm literally hearing been around the world and I. You're gonna go places with this person. This is also someone you're gonna be with till the very end. With that world card dead and center, this is it. This is that one. This is you're fine. You're getting the white whale of relationships. Literally, I'm drawn to Moby Dick. You're getting the white whale of relationships. And you're gonna be happy as pigs and shit. Whatever that is to you. So Cancer and fourth house placements. And again, this is new. This isn't some situational bullshit. And I'm not talking to someone who's strung up over a bitch. I'm talking to someone who is in that energy. It would take a hell of a motherfucker to change my mind because I enjoy my own company too damn much. So if I were to change my status, it would have to be a fucking hell of a person. Well, guess what? Because that's your energy. Oh yeah, you're getting a hell of a person. You're getting the white whale of relationships, bitch. And it's new. And it's one that you'll be with. This is the person you'll be with till both of yours very end. So I love that. That's a really nice read. Cancer in fourth house is what I got for you. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like receiving free reads like this and you want to keep them going. All right. On to Leo. Don't forget, if you want to book a live read, there are some some spots open. I'm not sure how many right now. But the link is in the chat, jennifermorningstar.me. All right. Next up, we've got Leo and fifth house placements. All right, what do we have going on for Leo and fifth house? Hey, Booty, how are you, babes? All right. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. 35 in the chat. 25 likes. Hit the button, bitch. You like these reads. You want them to keep going. Hit it. Do that for all your, like, I'm the type of person, I don't watch any reads. Well, not reads, but videos in general. It's like, that's how I actually keep up on how I know I watched a video. I got to smash that like button before I even watch it. That's that good karma you get in too. Plus, if you want reads to resonate, exchange energy, bitch. Well, guess what, Porcelain? Good things to those who wait, and the best things are worth waiting for. So there you go. Oh, glad to hear, baby. I've been good, thank you. All right, what do we have going on for Leo and fifth house? What does Leo and fifth house not see coming when it comes to love? Happiness. There you are. Holy shit. Some of you can have someone who wants to apologize, but I'm literally hearing the song is too late to apologize. I don't feel called to take that because I feel called to only pull. But for some of you, there could be someone on the outskirts who wants an apology, or you're in this energy where because literally when I saw the apology, I heard the song, it's too late to apologize. It's too late, right? So some of you, if you were holding on to the idea of something or an apology, you're finally letting that go. All right. Heartbroken. Okay. So yeah. See, look, the gypsy wanted to jump out too. Some of you, there could be someone who you've gone to readers for or tarot readings for that broke your heart. Some of you could, some of you, all right, here's one of the ways you're going to know what your love situation is. All right, some of you, there's someone who you were heartbroken over, right? You could have delved down the whole, that could have been something that brought you to the tarot lands, right? In which case, hi, welcome. You could find yourself taking a break finally from tarot, or I feel like cutting out. I feel like cutting out. The cutting out, the vacation, I'm getting like taking a break. Oh, for some of you, maybe you had a bit of a Ross. We were on break. Okay, so for some of you, there could be, if there's a situation where you're like on again, off again with someone, right? Maybe it's like you fight, you break up, you kiss, you make up. Maybe there was even a situation we were on break. Ross Friends. If anyone's seen it, I mean, how can I? I mean, well, I mean, I don't know. That was so many years ago. Although they do still replay it, do they not? I don't know. I don't do TV. But okay, if any of you have an on again, off again, and it's like we were on break. Maybe even someone fucked around with someone else while you were on break through one of these breaks. Some of you could be taking a break from this person or finally cutting it out once and for all. Now, that's some of you finally freeing yourself, letting go of a situation that is not good for you, that you're only breaking your own heart, right? Now, some of you could find yourself taking a bit of a prolonged break from a said connection like this, in which case it feels like you're going to find yourself feeling a lot happier to the point where maybe it's time to call this done. Maybe it's time to call this finito, right? Now, for some of you, this could be someone with whom you have a family with, because the happiness makes me feel like 10 of cups. And then we do have a pregnancy card over here. Maybe some of you having a baby was the reason, you keep coming back together, right? I feel like you have something new. It comes in when you finally let go of something else. Something that is on again, off again. Again, I keep hearing Katy Perry. We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up, whether you have a kid or not with this person. Um, but this feels like you have something better coming in, something that would actually make you happy. And it only comes after you've cut out something else that is a bad situation that, you're trying to hold on to something where it's painful to hold on to. Right? And then you take some time for yourself. I'm not saying you're going to meet this person, you're going to jump right into it, but I feel like it's when you take some time to yourself, when you're finally done with something else from your past, that's when something better has the chance to come in. Only when you've cut out something once and for all and you're done repeating the pattern. All right. All right. What do we have going on? What is your energy when it comes to love? Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, look, there's that Judgment. Look at that. Okay, so when I saw the Nine of Pentacles, I heard something that I used to say when I was in a situationship, I guess you would call it, because it was just it was a horrible relationship, right? But if I'm gonna do it all alone, I might as well be alone, right? That's my motto. If I'm gonna do everything alone, I might as well be the fuck alone, right? And I feel like a lot of, and then with the Ace of Pentacles, I heard real love. I'm searching for a real love. So I feel like a lot of you are in that place, Judgment, where you are deciding, you know what? Maybe it's best to just do it alone or just, do it on my own. Just go it solo for right now because you want that real deal. You want that real deal that, you have the Nine of Pentacles. All you need is that Ace of Pentacles to make it to the Ten of Pentacles, right? Some of you could even be contemplating if you even want to tolerate or deal with any form of form of relationship. Again, I do feel like for those of you who again have an on again, off again thing, though, there is an energy of choosing to let something go instead of give it another go. In which case, there's an energy of wanting to focus on yourself and just do it alone for a while, you know. Although, not to say you're closed off, because a part of you still holds on to wanting something real, something genuine. But at the same token, figuring, you know what, I need to focus on myself right now. Some of you could have already done that and you're contemplating, am I ready to put myself out there? Am I ready for something if it were to show up? Some of you are contemplating if, again, if you just, maybe I just prefer to stay single, versus, opening up to something else right now. All right. So, what can you expect? Hey, Revelation. King of Cups wanted to show itself. Someone could drink. I don't know if that's you or someone else. All right. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Sun card, there you are. Five of Pentacles. All right, so not gonna lie. I feel like you are, all right, what you can expect is I feel like you're gonna take some time to just basically go solo for a while, right? I feel like it's gonna be a while. Heavily emphasized with the Pentacle energies. So again, whether you are leaving an on again, off again, or perhaps you already have. Some of you could have already gone through this and now you're just like kind of contemplating where it's like, I actually enjoy being single, so I'm not really sure if I want to be with anyone. It's like I'm not even sure if I even want to do that again. Maybe I just prefer staying solo my whole damn life, right? So what you can expect is I feel like you, Leo, Sun card, you are going to basically go it alone for a while before anything comes in, because it just feels like you're not really, your energy isn't omitting that you want anything. I feel like you're just like focused on walking your own path and not really looking to have anyone pull you down in a sense, right? It's like focusing on your own shit, walking your own path. Now, I feel like after a while, you will meet someone. Not gonna lie, pentacles can also denote to years. For some of you, it could be a good, 2 to 3 years. For some, maybe 5 to 6 from whenever you dealt with some form of on again, off again, and finally called it quits once and for all. All right. Um, I know no one wants to hear that, but I'm not gonna feed you some bullshit. I'm not gonna say if it's not there, if I'm not feeling it. Oh yeah, no, you're gonna meet them literally next Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the dot. No, it don't work like that. I'm getting strongly pulled to the emphasis of years with the pentacles here. And for some of you, it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 years, but for a small sum, 5 to 6. After being separate and single from a form of significant connection that was on again, off again, bad, right? In which case, think about it. If after, look, here's the thing too that a lot of people don't tell you. When you are in a good place and you are in a good place with yourself, right? You have a good relationship with yourself. You get to that point where you enjoy being alone long enough, where you really do wholeheartedly question, where it's like, I'm not even sure if I want to deal with that again because I enjoy my life as is, right? So you got to take that into account. Much as people don't want to hear it, they want it. I want it rushed. Yeah, but how did all those rush connections work for you, right? You swift to rush, rush, rush with whoever comes along, hop in the bed and whatever, and then you're over here crying. I don't know. I thought are they coming back? No, because you're swift. As fast as they come, they go. But if you are wanting something real, something that sticks, it's gonna take time. You don't want something that just comes in on a whim and then boop, as fast as it's there, it's gone, you know? And I feel like I'm talking to someone who needs to take the time to focus on themselves more than anything. Um, but yeah, so I feels like it's gonna be a while. But again, everyone's timeline is different. Some of y'all could have been through this on again, off again thing, could have been years already. Who the fuck knows, right? But what I can tell you is It will take a while, but it will get there. You will find something, or it'll find you probably when you're least looking for it. And it's after a significant time of just going it alone for a while, in which case you might even be not even really, it's not really what you're looking for. You're just not interested in it. It's not something that you prioritize, you know? Now, possible outcome. Ace of Swords, Hangman. The devil wanted to jump out, but I don't feel compelled to take it. Look, I feel like, look, the devil wanted to jump out. Some of you, all right. I'm putting this back in because I feel compelled to pull only, not take jumpers, but I do acknowledge the jumpers when they come out. For a small sum of you, not gonna lie, there could be, temptations that come along the way, but I feel like you're not giving into them. I feel like you're not swift to just, look for a quick roll in the sheets. That Ace of Swords, the bookending the devil card. This is like, yeah, no, I'm not looking for a quick roll in the hay. So you know what? Not interested. Yeah, no, been there, done that, not looking for it, right? And what were we just talking about a minute ago, right? All right, so what else? One more. King of Wands. Well, there you are. Five of Wands to the Knight of Swords to the Justice. All right. Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Shake it off, shake it off. Look, I feel like, there are gonna be people who don't like it, right? There are gonna be people who are gonna come through, who are gonna want you. But again, I feel like you are gonna find yourself in this energy. You are not just gonna entertain whatever comes your way, right? This is someone who it's like, oh, well, get mad. I don't care. Five of Wands. This is like people could be getting mad. Everyone wants a piece of you. People come through, but that Justice dead and center. This is you standing true to yourself because you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and you're not in a rush to jump into some other form of bullshit. Five of Wands, hence you're Nine of Wands to the Six of Pentacles. You're very mindful. You're not just going to entertain anyone or anything. You're selective, right? And I feel like you're just going forth in this energy where it's like, if something were to come, like I'll know it when I see it, but at the same token, you're not hung up on the idea. I feel like for the most part, you'll know it when you see it. I literally keep hearing that song because when you could meet someone down the line that, you kind of get yourself caught up on the idea of, right? You like, oh, wow, who's that? Someone could catch your eye, right? Or, you just find yourself, drawn to someone, right? Or you can't stop thinking of someone, or, that you meet someone and they just start to consume your mind and stuff like that, right? But I feel like for the most part, you're not really entertaining much, right? But will one come along that catches you in a bit of a chokehold? Somewhat, yeah. I feel like you're going to meet someone and you'll know them when you see them because you're going to feel this sense of like, oh, who that? You know what it reminds me of? I just had a flashback years ago. And what I'm about to speak of, the dude was a Leo. I was going with someone to their grandmother's apartment to go help them grab something, right? And in the hallways, this one dude is coming down and he was like trying to not get caught by the super of the building, just because they didn't like him, they didn't want him in the building, right? And we're at the door and he's down the hall where it's like coming down the stairs, right? And it's funny because we're like, I think I was the one opening the door, right? Unlocking it with the key. And then I just felt drawn to this area. At the same token, at that moment that I'm feeling drawn to look in this area, you see a leg kind of wave its way off from the side of the wall. I'm like, hmm. And then you see him peek over and look our way. And he's like, and it's like he caught me. And it's like, that's why he did the double take. He's like, hmm? It kind of gives like that type of energy is what it reminds me of. And it was funny enough because, like I said, he was a Leo, and literally after he got out the building, he's calling up my friend, like, "Who's that? Who's that? What's going on with her?" That's kind of what it gives. So you will have a moment where You will. There will be someone who comes along, right? It's just that in the meantime, you're not entertaining any of the bullshit, the fake shit, the flake shit, right? But when that one comes along, you will know. And you will be all, ooh, well, who's that? Oh, well, I simply must know. Oh, shit. In the meantime, just do your thing. Yours will come along when the time is right, and you'll know it because you're just going to know. Leo and fifth house, that's what I got for you. That's your read. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this reading. You want more free content to continue on this channel. All right, let's see. Talk about taking it back. That was so many fucking years ago. Hey, Carrie, how are you, babes? Hey, Black Angel. All right. Well, thank you, Booty. All right, next up, Libra and seven. Oh, no, wait, not Libra. We're on to, wait. Oh, no, I deleted Virgo. Shit. All right, hold on. Damn it. Because I cleaned out my list over here. All right, so hold on. Let me scroll up. Don't worry, Virgo. I gotcha. All right, hold on. Damn. All right, hold on. Let me remind myself. Yes, I have my little planner. I like writing. Let me remind myself to re-add Virgo. Okay. Because I'll forget. I'll forget. Sorry about that, Virgo. I will fix it when I am done. All right, but Virgo in sixth house placements, you are up next. 58, you are up next. 58 in the room, 39 likes. Make sure to smash that like, guys. Content, free content like this, it can't exist without you pushing it out in the algorithm. So make sure to smash that like. All right, what do we have going on for Virgo and sixth house placements? What does Virgo and sixth house not see coming when it comes to love? What does Virgo and sixth house not see coming in love? Mutual feelings. That proof literally wanted to jump out before, and I noticed it. Now, someone could be trying to see if you feel the same ass way. Oh boy, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh boy. So there's someone with whom you are holding some form of karmic cycle with. Could be a very intense energy, intense connection. It's like someone who can't shake you, you can't shake them. It's like, okay. You've got someone who wants to make some form. They're trying to find out if they have the same, if you have the same feelings. Now, for me to say that, some of you could be trying to look to see if someone has the same feelings as you. I don't believe in anything as coincidence, and I had a bit of a slip there. So, for some of you, you could be looking to see if there's signs of someone who has the same feelings as you. This could be someone with whom you're not talking, wanting to mend a connection. So take it however it resonates. All right, what is your energy? What is your energy when it comes to love? 10 of Pentacles. You're ready. I'm literally hearing, meet me at the altar in your white dress. Don't care how I want it now. Don't care how I want it now. I want the world. I want the whole world. Dun, 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 dun. It's my box of chocolate. Give it to me now. Don't care how. I want it now. So you want it all. Some of you just want it all. With that Four of Pentacles dead in center, it's like, I want it all. 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 You want everything. You want the whole package. Now, for some of you, there is someone with whom you can't let go of. Just a minute. I was fine up until here. All right, let me grab another cough drop. Some of you want to take claim of someone. Some of you want someone to take claim of you. You want the whole thing. You're ready for the whole shebang. You want it all. Some of you want the best of both worlds. Not gonna lie, for some of you, you want something for all the wrong reasons. Or someone. Now, if any of you are already in a connection or, married, or you could be holding on to the connection for the wrong reasons. Nine of Swords, Fool card. There's a sense of stressing over a situation, stressing over someone. Someone could literally be keeping tabs on someone. Someone could be feeling stressed and under the microscope, like someone is stalking them or something like that. Literally, look at this Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords to the Fool card. This is like someone stressing someone out. Now, for those of you where there's someone external to you, there could be someone external to you who keeps tabs on you. Hopefully, it's not a stalker type situation, someone who can't let go. Some of you could also feel like you want it all, you want to have it all, or but you feel like you have to be protective over yourself or over your energy, especially if it comes down to, like, if anyone is well to do. This is like, having to be a little bit extra cautious or protective. It's like, yeah, you want that, you want the whole package, but at the same token, you have to be mindful of people's true agendas when it comes towards coming towards you. When it comes towards coming, well, not redundant. When it entails coming towards you in a romantic sense, because it's almost like, well, what do you want? You want me, or you just want the benefit of me or what I have? There is someone keep an eye on another. Someone is also trying to look for a sign to see if someone still, do they feel the same, or do they feel that same way at all? Someone could have crossed the line. All right, so let's see. All right. What can you expect? What can Virgo in sixth house expect? Hangman, Eight of Swords, Moon card, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Side note, if anyone is dealing with like some type of stalker shit, something could happen. There could be some form of escalation where someone ends up locked up. Like someone could literally get caught on some antics and find themselves locked up. This is like someone trying to sneak around someone's property at night, right? So if you're stalking someone, I suggest you don't. Now, again, if someone's stalking you, there could be something pertaining to someone getting caught, around their this is like someone lurking in the bushes and they get caught, like a light goes off or car alarm goes off or something like that. They end up locked up because of it. As a side note, it could even be just for one person, especially if someone feels like they need to be protected for whatever reason. Now, outside of that, for those of you who feel a need to be protective, where you have to be cautious of who you let in for whatever reason, whether it's because of what you have or whatever benefit you feel like you bring to the table, not gonna lie, this feels like, your your energy is like kind of caught up to this whole thing where it's like you act like a part of you is like receptive to it, but at the same token you're not, right? It's like an energetic blockage that's not allowing anything to come in, because even look at this moon card. She looks stressed, right? And with that 8 of swords, this is like a self-imposed mental prison. With that hangman that says change, we can't change it. We're so focused on this one form of perception that, it kind of it holds us in the stagnant energy, where it blocks the energetic flow for anything to come in, because we're so we're like repulsing the energy that would denote it coming into our lives, because again, being closed off, because feeling like you need to be protective. Again, it's like wanting it but feeling like I have to be closed off to it or protect myself because I gotta whatever. Again, whether it's you feeling like, well, they trying to use me for the benefit of me or whatever I have, or your assets or whatever, right? And again, for others of you, there is someone with whom they feel helpless to a situation. For some of you, it could be you who feels helpless to a situation where someone doesn't know how to go about something, especially if they're uncertain of how someone feels about them. Like, would it even, is it just moot to try to come forward and apologize or want to work this out? Because what if they don't feel the same way? I need to know that if I were to come forward to try to make this right, that they feel the same way too. And it's like someone needs to know that they won't get shot down. So whether that's you or someone pertaining to you, someone could be holding themselves back because they're telling themselves, I need to know the answer. I need to know the outcome before I actually take the action, which is not how it works. They waste more time doing that shit, whether that's you or them. Again, it's like someone who needs to see how it's all going to work out. That's an immature energy instead of just, doing what needs to be done. All right. So, possible outcome. Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, Death card, Six of Wands, Hierophant, Seven of Cups. Some of you could work in the public. This could be a raise or promotion or just very seen, right, for what you do. Hierophant dead in center, Six of Wands, Seven of Cups. Um, I do feel like there are options available to you. You could find yourself getting more attention. Some of you could find yourself getting more attention at the work or wherever you, for some of you, cohabitate or habitate, whatever the fuck the word is, wherever you live or wherever you go to, right? Now, Nine of Cups bookending the Death card with that Seven of Swords dead in center. For those of you who have the trust issues, hence you feel you're so closed off and you're causing your own form of energetic blockage, right? You know, I mean, you got to work past those issues, because you got to face the fact that, whatever these issues are, you are gonna, if you enjoy sitting there alone, because it feels like that's not going to end unless those things come to an end, right? I'm not saying just be naive when it comes to anyone. Use your discernment, right? But at the same token, some people, they will hold themselves hesitant because it's over the idea, but what if? But with that mindset, it's like, well, what if I roll out of bed and trip over my big toe and then stumble to the floor and snap my neck? I mean, you're going to live your life in a fear like that. That's kind of what that's given. You can't do that. That has to stop. You can't just put everything on hold, talking about you want love, kind of, but at the same token, you're too scared because trust issues or whatever or this or that. It's like, well, then just get used to being alone and enjoy it, right? Um, Otherwise, work past that. Again, it's not saying be stupid and naive and allow people to come in and fuck you over. No, but be discerning, right? Think about it. If you've already been through some shit, you know what to avoid. You know what red flags look like. You know what to trust, what you feel. Trust your intuition, right? Hence, you have a sense of discernment to avoid getting held up in situations like that, right? Now, I'm hearing the Stalker's Anthem again, Sting. For those of you where someone is like watching, this feels like this feels like you always feeling like you have to look over your shoulder from this person, whoever that is. especially if anyone works in the public eye. This person could even use, like, fake profiles and stuff like that, fake numbers to try to reach out. Now, for those of you dealing with someone with whom, whether this is you want to apologize or something, but you need proof that they feel the same way, that they still love you, that they still want you, or this person is feeling that way, that they need proof, or that they need proof to know that you still want them, you still love them, before they can actually take any form of action. Well, whoever is needing to know the outcome before they even think to proceed and take an action, well, that's going to be their loss. Whether that's yours or theirs is just a sense of that's your loss then, because the Seven of Swords, dead and center, is a sense of avoidance, right? We're avoiding being honest and just doing what we feel inclined to because we need to know the outcome. We need to know it's going to turn out in our favor. Because if it doesn't turn out in our favor, we don't want to do it because that would suck. It don't work like that. So whether this is you or them, nothing really comes of it. And someone's going to miss out, and it's due to their own sense of ignorance in a sense because they have to know the answer. They have to know the outcome before they take the action. Hence they they don't do any action. They refuse to take the action because they need to know the outcome of the action. That's not how it works. In which case, it's the other person's loss, right? So do with that what you will. But Virgo in sixth house, that is what I got for you. That is your read. Don't forget to smash that like button, especially if you like free content and want free content to continue. Um, now we are going to move along to Virgo in sixth house. Remember, if you want to book a live read, I'm not sure if there's any available, but still there should be. The link is pinned in the chat. All right, let me shut that off. Okay, hold on. Check something real quick. All right. Okay. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. All right, now we are moving on to Libra and seventh house placements. All right. What do we have going on for Libra and seventh house? Hey, Michelle. Glad to have you here, sweetheart. Hey, Josephine. How are you, my love? All right. What do we have going on? What does Libra and seventh house not see coming in love? Some of you, this could be hot and cold poker face. All right. Some of you, this could be someone who you're married to. Okay, I got a few things. For a small sum, there could be someone who you have. If you're married, this could be someone who you always fight, you all get in arguments. Some of you could be on a break. This could be someone with whom, maybe you're trying to have, a second honeymoon, maybe a first honeymoon. Maybe you never had the first honeymoon, right? Trying to fix it. For others of you, this could be someone with whom there's a form of, it's like energetic resistance, where it's like break time off. Some of you could be taking time off from this person, but I'm also drawn to, it's like seeing a future with someone, right? taking it to the next level, or they choose you. It's like someone acts like they want you. It's almost like you could see something going with someone, and then all of a sudden it's like it tightens up, it tenses with that fight, right? Moments of tension, which causes a form of drama or conflict, right? Because it's like a hot and cold situation. So for some of you, there could be something pertaining to a form of hot and cold situation, right? Um, Hopefully someone wasn't married, or there wasn't a third party situation to begin with. Some of this could have been this could be a hot and cold situation. Now, some of you, you could have someone, if there was a hot and cold situation, all of a sudden coming in wanting to fight for this. Someone hiding their feelings, though. Now, I'm getting a few other things. For small, some of you, you can meet someone while out on vacation. Some of you could be going to a wedding or some form of event, and you could meet someone there. Or again, if you're just going on vacation, you could meet someone. This could be someone that has a potential there. Could be someone who literally is like into fighting. Maybe they're like into boxing, MMA, or stuff like that, right? Or fitness. Because I'm drawn to the gloves and the whole bodybuilding thing. If that's the case, it's going to be difficult to read the room with this one. It's almost like a hot and cold, where it's almost like you kind of feel something there, but then it's kind of like not. It's like you don't know what to make of a situation. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right, what is your energy? What is Libra and seventh house energy when it comes to connections? Hey, Aome, how are you, baby? All right, your energy. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of you are not as open as you think when it comes to it. Some of you could be in this energy, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Um, some of you could feel like you were left hanging or left waiting. Like you see this Fool card, she's literally sitting there on her bags waiting, right? Six of Swords to the Tower. It's almost like, maybe someone left you waiting. Or now I'm drawn to the bus stop. Someone misses the bus. Maybe someone missed the bus or missed out on something. Now, for those of you dealing with like a not so great connection, married or not, could even just be someone who you could have seen yourself or married to or with for the long term. Maybe you were engaged to someone. This is almost like Six of Pentacles bookending the Nine of Wands with this Ace of Swords. This is like you starting to see the light. It's like, hallelujah, coming to Jesus moment, where it's almost like, why am I going to keep giving to this? What am I getting out of this? Like, I'm drawn with the laugh now, cry later, right? It's all fun and games until it's not. In which case, you could be coming to the realization that, it's right. I'm done giving to this. Like putting your foot down, standing firm, setting a boundary, Nine of Wands to the boundaries, right? Now, for any of you who dealt with like a hot and cold type of situation, right, or on again, off again, whatever, a lot of you could feel like, you know what, you're closed off now. You're closed off. It's like whether it's laugh now, cry later, or fool me once, fool me twice, whatever. It's like seeing the situation for what it is and just not giving to it. And again, for a small sum of you who meet someone absolutely positively new, Could meet this person around the beach or around water, around a pool. Um, Someone can live in a warm climate. You could be at someone's wedding or something like that. Someone could be into physical sports, let's just say. Because again, I'm drawn to the whether it's a fighter, boxer, the MMA, or just liking to work out, right? At the same token, you're kind of closed off. It's almost like in this energy, for those of you who are absolutely single, none of that other shit that you're attached to, this is like your energy is you're more so closed off. And it's like you're very mindful of who and what you give your time and energy to, right? Um, I feel like past experiences take play in that. You have very high boundaries for yourself, right? Very firm boundaries. You're a tough nut to crack, is what I just heard. All right, so what can you expect in love? Hey, VC, how are you, sweetheart? What can Libra and seventh house expect in love? Temperance. Four of Wands. King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you have a long-term potential coming in. For my singles, who like again, you meet someone absolutely, it feels like they're sporty in some way, like they don't have to be like throwing footballs down the hall sporty, you know. For me, if you're into like, anything with fitness is sporty to me though, even if you're just working out the gym, you're sporty. You like athleticism, right? Um I feel like for my singles, Temperance bookending the King of Pentacles with that Four of Wands dead in center, you have a long-term connection coming in. And I said that over here with that wedding, right? For those of you who are absolutely positively single, that you'll meet someone, whether this is you meet someone at an event, whether it's a wedding or on vacation or somewhere nice. Maybe you meet this person in the summertime, right? With that pool energy. But this feels like you can meet someone and it'll take time, but there's something that develops. Some of you can meet this person at work. There's going to be an opportunity that presents itself for you and someone to come together. It almost feels like a divine concoction, like a bit of a divine orchestration. Temperance can also denote to that sense of serendipity, divine orchestration, divine timing is at play. Some of you can meet this person through your job, right? Someone could be a business owner with that King of Pentacles to the Four of Wands to the Temperance. Um, Now, for those of you with the on again, off again relationship, again, this is more so you really back and forth. Do I want to give this another shot? Is there really anything here to hold on to, right? For those of you, again, if you're doing the on again, off again, bad relationship, whether you're married or not, this is you really trying to figure out now it's time to make a decision and stick with it. It's like, what are we going to do? Are we really going to give this another go? Or are we just going to say, you know what? It's a wrap, right? See the emperor in the director's chair? That's a wrap. Some of you could be wrapping it up. Now, any of you where there's some form of hot and cold situation, right? If there was like a hot and cold situation where someone makes it seem like, 1 minute it seems like they want you, and then the next minute it's like, nah, right? This person, hopefully, this isn't someone, again, hopefully, it's not someone who's already involved elsewhere, but this feels like someone who likes to have their cake and eat it too. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They're not really, it's like they like an open door policy. So, I mean, if that's something for you, that's up to you. But I feel like for any of you who dealt or deal with the hot and cold, like, what do you want? Hopefully, it's not someone again who where there's third parties involved. But if that's the case, this will end up being where it's like it's going to be the same thing. This is someone they like an open door policy. It's like someone who doesn't like to feel stifled and boxed in. They gotta have their wings spread to soar, right? So be mindful of that. All right, possible outcome. Two of Swords, Three of Cups. There's that pool energy too. Nine of Swords. All right, Star card. Three of Swords to the Fool card. Okay, so. For those of you where it's the on again, off again relationship, whether you're married or just, in a wholehearted commitment or not, right? It feels like this is like kind of more or less of the same. Fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords to the Three of Cups. It's like, you keep putting a band-aid on something. But meanwhile, it always ends up to the same thing. And then you're back to the same conclusion. Well, maybe it's time to cut this off. But it's like you're not really doing it. You're just going in loops. It's like a karmic loop, right? Now, for those of you who find yourself dealing with, some hot and cold, 1 minute they want you, next minute they don't. I feel like you're gonna get fed up and just be done with this bitch and not even, and look for something elsewhere, right? Could meet someone. Now, for my single bitches, right? Who are not tied to any of that other shit, right? I feel like you could have something coming in. I feel like you're going to meet someone, right? Somewhere. And I feel like there's something heavily emphasized towards water with you too. So again, you can meet this person in the summertime. You can meet this person around water, for some of you around a pool. But water is heavily emphasized. You can meet this person while on vacation, right? It's going to catch you off guard. It's going to blindside you. Um, and you know how I feel like you'll know when it's that one? Because all of a sudden you find yourself, starting to think about someone, right? It's all of a sudden this bitch is in your mind. They're in your thoughts, right? And it's almost like, what? Why the fuck am I? Okay, like why am I thinking about this bitch? So take that how it resonates. It's someone who leaves some form of imprint on you, is what that feels like. And again, I'm drawn heavily to the water emphasis. So you can meet this person on vacation or at a pool or at a beach, somewhere there is water, clear blue water, because clear blue water is the major emphasis here. So again, whether it's summer or near the water or the pool or the beach. And someone is very athletic or just fit. So do with that what you will. Libra, you got so many different stories that came through. I'm gonna leave that there because this really gave me a headache. I hope it made sense. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like free content and you want this free content to continue. With that said, have a good one. Moving along to Scorpio next. Remember, if you want to book a live read, the link is in the it's in the chat pinned to the top. All right. Next up, Scorpio, and hold on. Oh, what is that? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. What do we have going on? You're welcome, baby. What do we have going on for Scorpio and eighth house placements? All right. Hey, Allie Rod. How are you, sweetheart? I'm good, baby. Thank you. Hey, D1. Or is that supposed to be Diana? Hey, Diana. I think it's Diana, right? Or D1 Anna. I got 30 Diana in my head now. All right. What do we have going on for Scorpio in eighth house? What does Scorpio in eighth house not see coming? Something is a brewing. This is such a Scorpio card too, with the whole. It gives like the witchy vibes with the, Look at the. Oh, what? I'm seeing. Fuck. What is that? The Sanderson sisters. Hocus Pocus. I don't remember the words to the song. Just like this. So I don't know. You got something cooking up. Could be something you've been manifesting. All right. What does Scorpio in eighth house not see coming in love? All right. Every rose has its thorn. Oh, shit. Just like every cowboy. Dun, 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 dun. Every rose has its thorn. Ugh. Oh, my lord. Ugh. I know you ain't trying to be hung up over some fucking bitch who put you in a third party. I know you ain't nostalgic for some bitch who broke your heart. I know ain't no Scorpio fucking feeling that way. Some love bombing ass bitch. Now here, look, for some of you, there could be someone. Perhaps you were hurt, perhaps you were hung up, perhaps you were nostalgic, perhaps part of you wanted this person back. Is that what the cooking is? Oh, did you at one time want this so bad and now you're moved on from it? Is that it? Did some of you want something at one point so badly that you put all your energy into trying to manifest it to the point where you finally let it go? And then when you're finally moved on from it, all of a sudden, oh my God, no, Scorpio, what are you doing? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. All right. What is your energy when it comes to love? This feels like you could have someone coming in on some last minute ditch bullshit, but it feels like it's for all the wrong reasons. And I feel like this is someone with whom, now I'm not saying you're hung up on this bitch still, but at one point, it's all you thought about. In fact, to the point you were breaking your own heart. Like, this is literally giving the energy like someone is literally with someone else. And yet you're holding on to the idea of them, wanting them to come rush in and tell me you love me, say you want to be with me, say we're gonna be a thing, say even though that you're with them you want to be with me. That's what that feels like. Now I'm not saying that's where you're at now, but I'm saying there was a time and a place that energy was there, even if it's not now. Doesn't have to be there now, but it was there at one point. But here's the thing, if you put so much energy into that and then you finally let it go, you leave it to the universe, you move on from it, you've moved on from it, you've healed from it, you don't care for it, well, could be something that you were cooking is finally ready. Bing, turkey's done. And now you're gonna have a bitch wanting to pop up. Scorpio, Scorpio, where art thou, my Scorpio? Okay. Hey, Fly Gal, how are you, sweetheart? Your overall energy when it comes to Ten of Swords. You hung on till there was just nothing left. Eight of Pentacles, Fool card, Sun card underneath, listen to me, underneath, Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles. So, not gonna lie, this is something that was difficult for you to let go of. It was painful even, right? This is you even when you're not happy, trying to act like you're okay. Even though behind that, your heart was hurting. Okay, I get it. I get it. Ten of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles dead and center, the Fool card. You could have felt stupid. You could have felt like you were sitting there waiting, right? Fool card could be feeling naive, stupid. She's literally sitting there on that bag waiting for something that's not coming up. It's like, show me something, the Eight of Pentacles. Show me some sign that you want to work on this, that you want to heal this, or that you're coming. Ten of Swords. This is something that you held on to till it was too painful, till you finally said, enough is enough. That's what that feels like. Or you just came to realize this is just never going to happen. Hence, it was a painful experience. This whatever this was, this felt like it was very painful. You felt very betrayed by this, whatever this is. Okay. I feel like you've worked on putting this behind you and you're ready for a new start in your life. You're ready to move on. You're ready for someone, whatever life has to toss your way, whether it's, someone new or just, new adventures in general. The Fool card, this is someone who's ready for a whole new adventure, right? My bags are packed. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm turning my back on this. It's time. Look, I'm seeing it now. It's time to move on, right? I get it. Okay. All right. So what can you expect in love? What can you expect? Hierophant, King of Swords, Hangman. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse. Just when you are chalking this up as a lesson learned. Captain Save-A-Ho wants to come in and get you right back on the hook. Judgment. Six of Cups. The past is coming in. But just because the past comes a knocking doesn't mean you have to answer it. So, something that you once wanted, there's a chance to revisit. Someone could have a sense of fluidity. This King of Swords always gives me fluidity. Now, I feel like just when you're learning to move on, you are trying to see this whole thing from a different perspective and you are all about forward movement. When you're finally releasing the threads that you were bound by, right? That's when this bitch all of a sudden wants to come in like Captain Save-A-Ho. But it's not for what you think. This is someone who's just trying to get you back on the hook. Hence, coming in with that love bomb type of energy. Coming in, King of Swords is strategic in nature. Man with the plan, male or female doesn't matter, but it's the man card, right? It's literally masculine energy. We all have feminine, masculine, so don't tell me whatever, right? They come in with the plan, but they're calculated. They know what they're doing. This is someone strategically coming in to love bomb to get you back on the hook. You know why? Because they feel you slipping away. They know you're slipping away. They know they've lost that grip. So now they're going to come on in like a bat out of hell. Let's love bomb this bitch and get them right back on the hook. Now, for some of you, it could even be they're doing this because you are moving on in some form of new start with someone else, someone who's a hell of a fucking upgrade. I don't know, maybe you post something to your social media, whatever that is. Don't know why the accent came in, but I felt called to do it. Someone could have an accent. This bitch is coming around for all the wrong reasons, whether it's because you're finally moving on from them in general, or you are moving on and you're with someone else now. In which case, no, no, no. I've got to get them back on the hook. No, they can't. Why? What's the point of getting you on the hook, though? What's the point of that, other than just to hold you there and put you right back through that other shit? Is that what the third party is about? Whether this person put you in a third party situation or they're just coming back along because they see that there's someone else and they don't want you to deal with anyone else to keep you dangling on the hook or put you on the shelf. That's not right. That's not fair to you. Wait, where'd the other card go? What the fuck? Where'd the other card go? Ten of Swords. What was the other card that was with the... Oh. I'm losing my mind. One of the cards just straight up disappeared. Where'd it go? I had the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, The Fool card. Where'd the Fool card go? This fool done up and left and disappeared off the fucking table. Hold up. Oh, there you are. Scorpio said, look, I'm slipping away from this shit. I'm out. Well, that's good. I don't take that as coincidence. So I found the Fool card. I take that as you're out. You out. You're not trying to get pulled in by this bitch. Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. All right. So Scorpio said anything but this. All right. So what's the possible outcome? Hey, Orlis. Is it Orlis? Let me zoom it in just to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Look, sometimes I got to zoom on it because the screen's small. All right. What do we have going on? What's the possible outcome? Some of you could find yourself in some form of commitment. And there's something about in the spotlight, whether this is you're in the spotlight or your person's in the spotlight, or this person is going to be highlighted to the fact that you are in some form of commitment, right? With someone. And that's when all of a sudden they are going to try to come in like a bat in hell, try to bait you on the hook. This would be the type. For some of you, this person can come to find some form of spotlight light shown on you being in some form of commitment, right? And then they trying to come in, love bomb you, right? Trying to get you to go against your connection. Oh, that's all right. We ain't go. That's all right. I'm we keep it on the down low. We won't got that bitch ain't gotta know. Don't do it. I'm just saying. It's like someone who wants to get you on the hook just to know that they still can. All right, possible outcome. I don't like that. All right. 10 of Pentacles. The Lovers. What did I just say? Did I not just go on a whole thing about there could be someone new? To the Star card, did I not say? Did I not say? There could be something very public about this shit. Did I not say? There could be something public about this, whether there's spotlight, whether you are in the spotlight, whether your new boo is in the spotlight. For some of you, new boo too, as in you're both in the spotlight. I don't fucking know, right? Star card, 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers dead in center. The choice is ultimately yours. Some y'all got a dream connection coming in. Real deal, solid shit. This is not a bum bitch. This is not a crumb bitch. This is not a fucking thorny ass bitch. This is someone who can afford the roses that the thorns are picked off, okay? So you don't got to prick your finger. But the choice is ultimately yours because I feel like you're going to have this other bitch all of a sudden want to come in. And men, this goes for you too. It could be a female, doesn't matter. Whatever the fuck your preference is. You could have someone coming in, trying to insert themselves, love bomb the fuck out of you, trying to get you back on the hook, trying to get you to step outside of your new connection, make them the third party. To which I say, just remember what the fuck they did to you. Just remember how the fuck it made you feel, how fucking painful the shit was with this bitch. My 2 cents when you didn't ask for a penny? This bitch is not worth throwing away something amazing, something great, something fantastic. This bitch is not worth throwing away something good. This bitch, they are trash. So allow the trash to stay out on the curb or the city dump, wherever the fuck it is. Just don't allow the trash to come walking its way back into your house or into your life. My thoughts, my 2 cents, even though you didn't ask for it. Scorpio and 8th house, that's what I got for you. I almost said 6th house. Some of you could have Scorpio in the 6th house or Virgo in the 8th house. Take it however it resonates. That's what I got for you. That's your read. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and you want it to continue. Also, if you want to book a live read, get it in while you can. The link is posted in the chat, pinned to the top. All right, moving along to Sagittarius. Hey, Norms. Exactly. Leave that dusty, crusty ass bitch out on the fucking curb. Think about I put it like this. Let's go with an analogy that'll really make it stick to bitches. Would you want to put on some nasty, crusty ass fucking drawers? Hell no. Would you want to be wearing any drawers that feel nasty and crusty and musty? Hell fucking no. That's the human equivalent of what that is. They a crusty ass fucking bitch. Mm-mm. Say no. It's got to go. Hey Greta, how are you, babes? All right, on to Sagittarius and ninth house placements. What does Sagittarius and ninth house not see coming? Hold on. All right. What does Sagittarius and ninth house not see coming in love? Hold on, I just feel I'm feeling called to go on a little side. See y'all. Look, I might not always do love reads because my main priority is y'all and y'all what you got going on in your lives and working on your lives, your best, all that shit, right? And the relationship you have with yourself, which enhances any relationship outside of you. But do not mistake that when I do read love shit, I could read the fuck out of it, bitch. And you notice we got nice varieties of stories coming through too. We pull in that shit. Not to say that I can't, it's just that I choose to make you my focus, but I toss you the shit when you want it. But yeah, Sagittarius in ninth house. What do we got going on for you? What do you not see coming in love? Ooh, which come true? And my dream come true, my one and only you. Ooh, my rock. Okay. Oh boy. Sag, you got something available that is literally everything you've ever wanted and more. But the thing is, you're hung up on the idea of something that's not there. You got to focus on what's real, what's there, not what you want to be there. Because otherwise, you find yourself going in circles and circles and circles, wanting more from something that is no more, right? There's a situation where there's a sense of you're out in the cold, they're out in the cold, you're heartbroken, you can't let go of something. But here's the thing, you feel haunted by a bitch. You could be telling yourself, yeah, they're haunted by the thought of me too, but no, you're definitely haunted by them. And there is new love. And it wants to come through. But the thing is, you're too focused on what's not there that you could miss out on what actually is. That my rock is also giving to me, dead in center of this. What is actually physically there? This thing, this idea of whatever. This could be like, oh, well, no, I don't want them. I hate them. They're a bitch. They're horrible, right? Yeah. And yet you keep going in circles wanting more from this. You're still hurt over this. I get it. But you're still holding on. You're still wanting more from this. That pregnancy card is like the Empress card, wanting more from something that's not there. Some people have difficulty letting go. Maybe you just feel like you don't have closure. Maybe this was a situation, someone ghosted you, stopped talking, right? It hurt regardless, whatever it is. I feel like you go in circles about this. You want it to come back around. Meanwhile, it's like, read the room, see the situation for what it is. Part of you could be like, this person was an asshole. They had horrible intentions, but man, do I still want more. Man, do I still, maybe some of you have a type, because I'm literally hearing that song. That's my type. That's my type. Maybe some of y'all are bathwater bitches. You'll want why do the good girls always want the bad boys? Male or female, doesn't matter. It's just a no doubt song, right? There's a need to focus on what is there and what is not. Realize what is not there. This connection is not there. Now, I feel like you can't escape the idea, the thought of someone you want to come back around. And whether that's mutual or not, I'm not even going to delve into that because this is more so about you because I feel like it's on your end. Whether it's on theirs as well, sure, it could be. But I really feel it in yours because I feel like you have something really, truly great that wants to come into your life. Something that is actually real, actually there. But if you're holding on to the idea of something else that is not there, you can miss out on what is actually there. That's like, it's like, what's the best way to give this analogy? It's like, say if you are in some place and you have no way to get from point A to point B. Say you're like in the fucking desert and there happens to be a fucking, all of a sudden there's a fucking shuttle, but the shuttle only comes once a fucking day. And it's getting hot, it's hot, it's getting late. When it's late, it gets cold. And it's just like, you need to get on that to go. It finally gets there, but maybe someone you were hoping to see on the bus wasn't there. But there's only one shuttle a day. So you're like, yeah, no, I like it when the other driver is. I usually get on the bus with this driver. Maybe that driver quit. They don't work there anymore. But you're saying, no, I'll get the next one just in case. No, they'll be back. Then you're stuck out there for a whole ass 24 hours with nowhere to go, but stand there in the fucking middle of nowhere and diddle your thumb up your ass. That's not fun. That's the equivalent of this. You got to focus on what's real, what's there, instead of waiting around for something that's not, because you can miss out and then you're stuck, right? All right. All right. What is your energy? Oh, hold on. Let me see something right quick. Who just messaged me? Okay. Sorry, I had to check that. All right. What is Sag in ninth house energy when it comes to love? Six of Pentacles. Laugh now, cry later. Six of Swords. 6 6, by the way. Six of Cups. 666, bitch. 666. Hey, someone could be into I'm hearing what's that, Beetleborg, Beelzebub, whatever the fuck. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Judgment. This is you resisting moving on. This is literally 8 of Wands, forward movement, right? 5 of Wands. Oh, no, no, we can't move on. We can't move on. Judgment. No, I can't move on. I can't quit you. 10 of Wands. This is fucking, oh man. Your energy, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. You try to move on, but you can't because you still are holding on to the idea of this person. Some of you, summer could have been a significance. Perhaps you spent some time in the pool with each other, right? Or a night out in the town, a night out on the scene. I feel like this thing that you're holding on to, I feel like it's not as much as you feel like it is. I feel like, think about it. What did they actually truly do? Because the 6 of Pentacles also is like a form of breadcrumby type of energy. You're not getting the energy that you're putting into it, right? They're only giving you just enough or so much. What is it that you're truly holding on to? Because for some of you, you could be holding on to the rose-colored glasses of it all, right? The illusion of what you wanted it to be or how you imagined it. But what is the actuality? Because actuality and grounded type energy are the main focus here for what things actually are, right? It was heavily emphasized with that rock dead in center, right? What is the actuality of things? What was the actuality of your interaction with them? What did they do? What did they say to have you hold, to make you feel like there was something worth holding on to like this for so much, to the point it's of your own form of detriment? Because this feels like you are holding on to something because you still want it. You want it to be this one with you moving forward. You are resisting moving on from this thing. Some of you could be like, no, but they're going to come back. I'm literally hearing that song, Baby Come Back. You could blame it all on me. Come back, talk to me. I'm literally hearing Janet Jackson now. Come back to me. I'm begging you, please. I want you to. You want this person to come back. You want to talk to them again. Some of you can want a nice roll in the hay with them, you know? Maybe it was just a roll in the hay. I don't know. All I know is this is someone I'm literally hearing, Fergie, clumsy. You got me tripping, stumbling, flipping, tumbling, crazy because I'm falling in love. You think it's now I'm hearing Gaga. It wasn't love, it was a perfect illusion. Is it love or was it just a perfect illusion that you concocted in your mind to be love? Because if it was love, where are they? All right. What you can expect. Hold on. The devil wanted to show itself right there as well. Again, which goes hand in hand with this. This is just going in circles with the same old shit. But I feel inclined to this. Look, your energy is you're still holding on to something. You're resisting moving forward, but you got to realize too, I feel like there's something a lot closer than you think, and it's real, and it's right around you, and it's everything you've ever wanted and more. But the thing is, if you're still so focused on holding on to this other thing that's not there, you're holding on to a ghost. You can miss out on that which it is that your heart truly yearns for and desires, right? Okay, so what you can expect. What can you expect in love? Sideways. Eight of Swords wanted to come out. Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands wanted to come out sideways. I'm not taking jumpers, but this is again, you're blocking the traffic line. I mean, it's nothing. There's a sense of, okay, with the Eight of Wands sideways, there's nothing. There's no movement, which means there's nothing new. There's nothing coming of the situation here. All right, what can you expect? Sideways again, the Knight of Wands sideways. This person, whoever they are, you might find them very attractive, but they are not making any moves. They are not coming towards you. All right, what can you expect in love? Seven of Pentacles, that's more wasting your time standing around. Ten of Wands again, holding on, burdened by this. To the Two of Swords. Okay. Five of Wands, again, resisting moving on, carrying this. And we had those jumper cards. And like I said, I'm feeling inclined to only pull, but I do acknowledge the jumpers because they add to the story that is unfolding, right? So hence they play their part. The Eight of Wands that came out sideways, there's a sense of still not moving forward. And yet there's still nothing going on with this situation, right? But you're also not moving towards, you're not open to moving on towards something new because you're still held off, right? And like that King of Wands sideways, this is someone, yes, maybe you found them very sexually appealing, right? Very attractive, whatever. But this is someone they're not looking for. And that King of Wands, he's holding on a lipstick. This is the type of bitch who like, want to make a rainbow? Come on, I'll put it around. You put it down, you put it like that. Yeah, that's the type of bitch. Bit of a Don Juan type of energy, right? What you can expect right now is to continue to be closed off because you're still so insistent upon this thing having a form of repeat. Five of Wands, it's the resistance, but it's also a form of repeat, repetition. Five of Wands is repetition, rinse, ring, repeat. To the Judgment, you want it to be this one so bad that you're closed off to anything else, but you're wasting your time and you're burdening yourself because it's like literally just standing there. All right, let's go with that bus analogy again, right? Now let's put it like this. What if you knew that the bus only came once a fucking month or once a week? Are you going to stand around for a whole other week or a whole other month for the next ride? If you're dead in the middle of nowhere, dead in the middle of nowhere, are you going to stand out there for a whole ass other week or a whole ass other month? And there's nothing in sight. There's not a there's not a gas station, there's not a diner, it's nothing but open road and dirt. Absolutely nothing. Are you going to stand out there for, are you going to risk being out there with nothing for all that time, whether it be a week or a month and nothing? And what happens if, it just happens to not show up that time? Or there's a problem. What are you going to do? There is something new. There is something true. That could be everything you want and so much more. But it's not this. And until you finally decide it's time to cut this off, it's time to let this go, right? You're just going to keep waiting for something, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for another chance. But what if you're waiting on something that's never going to happen? And again, I feel like, did I not keep saying like stuck in the middle of nowhere, the bus analogy? Guess what I just got drawn to? She's sitting there in the middle of nowhere, but she's waiting for a bus. Don't be stupid. Don't be the fool. You could have something absolutely amazing and it's brand new and it's not this person, but you can miss out because you're so insane. No, that's nice. Or put it like this: what if you are stranded in the middle of nowhere? You're stranded in the middle of nowhere and there's no buses, there's no shuttle. And then someone comes along to save you from being stuck in the middle of nowhere. Are you just going to be like, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I'll wait and see if help comes. Bitch, they are the help, you know? There's not much else going on. I mean, look, even this 10 of wands, it gives like that wheel of fortune type energy. It's stuck. It's not going in motion. This is a form of wasting time. This is someone who's not willing to accept and see the reality. Look at this two of swords. She's got the glasses on, she's got the swords off. This is someone who is not willing to see what is right there in front of her. And that goes hand in hand with the two of swords energy. The two of swords denotes not seeing what's there, afraid. All she has to do in that two of swords, let's go to the standard Rider-Waite. We can even go with this one. All she has to do in the standard Rider-Waite, she has a blindfold. Take the blindfold off. You'll see that there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. It's just the fear itself, right? We don't know what's out there. And I feel like for those of you who resonate with this, it's because you're holding on. I feel like a part of you is fearful. What if that's it? What if that's it for me? Or what if that was never supposed to be it? And that what's for you was so much better. But because you are telling yourself that that's all there is, that's as good as it'll get. Sometimes people hold themselves back. They hold back their own form of manifestations, their own form of abundance, stuff that's meant for them, right? Good shit. Because they don't have any idea just how good they could have it, just how great something could be, right? Or it's like when someone thinks small and it's like, no, 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 think bigger. This is like the universe trying to wake you up to realize you're thinking small when you should be thinking so much bigger, because what we got for you is so much better. It's so beyond that. Not only that, it's real and it's solid and it's something that you can hold on to, you can take it, you can feel it. It's not a ghost. Possible outcome. High Priestess. Eight of Wands. To the Magician. King of Swords. Hierophant. To the Empress. This is literally like, I'm waiting. I feel like you're going to make yourself unobtainable to anyone because you just want this one. You are insistent upon it being this one. This is literally you waiting with your bags packed and ready, and you're telling yourself, no, I'm going to stay off limits to everyone. I'm going to be completely unobtainable because I feel it in my core. It's going to be us. They're going to come back and my bags are packed and ready and I'm just ready. All I got to do is stand here and look fabulous and just wait for them to come here. I'm literally hearing Melissa Etheridge come to my window. Whoa, come on at night, way by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. Maybe you're expecting this person to show up at your doorstep, right? Honey, I'm coming home. I'm ready for you. I put myself on layaway for you. I stayed here. I kept the place just how you like it. But it's an illusion. It's not love, it's a perfect illusion. Mhm. I feel like there will be people who come, people who you meet, people who will be interested, but at the same token, you're too in your head and swift to cut off the idea of them because there's that fucking King of Wands again, because it's not them. Some of you could be a fire sign. Mm. Tale is old as time, but tale is only what you allow it to be. You do have free will in this. You could choose to say, you know what? I'm packing my bags and it's time to move the fuck on from this and want more for myself. Now, here's what's even worse. I feel like you're going to feel like you're going to feel like it's time to move on, but you're still going to double down where it's like, even if you're feeling instinctively pulled where it's like, you know what? It's time to move on from this and manifest elsewhere. I feel like that's when you're really going to hold on to the ropes. No, I'm going to stand here in this threshold. I'm going to wait because I know that they're coming back and I'm ready for it. That's your brain trying to override your instincts. That's your ego. Because it's like, but if I don't, I could miss out on this. And what if that's it? Or what if that is complete chump change compared to what the universe has in store for you? But you have to want that for you too. See, it doesn't matter what the universe might have in store for you and what the universe might want for you, which could be so much more than you could ever possibly fathom. The thing is, you have to want more for yourself. Without even knowing what that more is, just know that you want more, that you want better, know that you deserve more, that you deserve better. And here's the thing, too, people in life will only meet you as far as you're willing to meet yourself. So if you're willing to sell yourself so short and meet yourself bare minimum, or not even meet yourself at all in the aspect that you deserve, what makes you think that anyone is going to meet you there then? You are literally attracting that which reflects you, right? 666. So if you're not even willing to stand up for yourself, give yourself the bare minimum, why would you hold on to someone who wouldn't as well? If you, like I say this all the time, you want someone to love you like you do, you want someone to be there and step up, you need to be that one for you. You need to love you the way that you do. You need to show up for you the way that you show up for others. But it's all choice. And at the end of the day, at the heart of this, dead and center, the Eight of Wands, it's ultimately up to you. Now you're going to feel pulled that it's time to move on from this. But again, you're going to resist. Hopefully, some of you finally decide to just go along with your instincts and let go and move forward. I would hate to see you put your life on hold for someone that isn't there, for someone who doesn't deserve you. You got to remember, people show us how they truly feel. They show us where they want to be at the table of our life. And when someone shows you who they are and what they really want and what they're really all about, you have to believe it wholeheartedly. Sag and ninth house, that's what I got for you. That's your read. It was a little bit of a rough one, but that's what came through. So someone needed to hear it. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and want it to continue. And if you want to book a live read, the link is in the chat pinned to the top. All right. Now, moving along, let's go on to Capricorn and 10th house. This one's really going in there, isn't it? All right. Okay. All right. What do we have going on for Capricorn and 10th house? What does Capricorn and 10th house not see coming in love? Hey, Star Lover, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Moon Showers. All right. Mm, hmm. Okay, so not gonna lie, some of you Some of you, you could be a bit hesitant about getting back onto the dating scene. Some of you could feel like you're not sure if you're quite ready. This is like wanting something. You're ready. It's like you want something, right? Part of you wants to date. You want that. You want to find that soulmate. Um, but this feels like whatever you went through in the past, whoever you were with, or whatever you dealt with, it's almost like I'm not sure if I'm quite ready for it just yet, right? Timing is everything on this. So this could even be, you could find yourself taking a bit of a hiatus, focusing on you, your healing, taking the time you need to before actively, getting out there looking for anything. All right. So, what is your energy when it comes to love? Tower. Oof. Some of you could have dealt with someone who has addictions. I'm drawn to that card sticking out heavily, or someone could drink or have addictions. I feel like a lot of you are in this energy where it's like, it's not that you don't have options. I feel like you have options, but again, I feel like something affected you so profoundly where it's like you're not in a rush. You're willing to take your time, wait, you're not in a rush. It's like, oh, that's nice. You could have a bunch of people, flocking to you. And it's just like, that's nice, but honestly, I'm not in a rush. That three of wands, you literally see them sitting there waiting, and I feel like it's because you're being more mindful. You're not in a rush to look for anything. You want to take your time. Some of you could be in the process of rebuilding your own life or whatever you have going on. But whatever happened to you, it feels like something happened that was so profound that, it kind of altered the way that you proceed moving forward, right? So it's like, again, whether you have people coming up to you, trying to get your number, trying to exchange, you're looking at things through like a very grounded type of energy. It's like long term, it's like taking your time, building brick by brick, not in a rush. I feel like there's also a form of reluctancy because there's a sense of hesitance, not wanting to find yourself in a situation that causes a tower for some another tower, right? All right. What you can expect. Justice. Hmm. Ace of Swords. Temperance. I love that. Wow. Two of Cups under the deck. Okay. So I feel like because you are in this energy where it's like you're not in a rush, you're focused on going with the flow, trusting the process. It's like you are embracing this energy of knowing that what's for you will never pass you by. In the meantime, it's like, you're just focused on what it is you want going on for your life, what it is you're doing. I feel like you're all about going with the flow and just trusting that, whatever's for you can never pass you by. I feel like you're breaking cycles. And I feel like because you are rebuilding, right, with that tower, it's like changing the infrastructure, right? Learning the lesson. The justice is also restoring a form of balance within one's own life, within yourself, right? Ace of Swords, Temperance. You're going at things in a very healthy manner. And I feel like because of that, you will find yourself aligning with the right person. It feels like a form of divine orchestration, right person, right place, right time, a form of serendipity playing part towards you and a connection coming into play, right? I feel like you are going to meet your match, but it's all catered to a form of divine timing, right? And I do feel like there is a form of divine orchestration behind it. Okay. For some, it's your angels and ancestors. That's literally what I just heard. So, for some of your angels and ancestors are helping to orchestrate this. All right. So, stay in the flow that you are. Ace of Pentacles. You got that real deal. And I feel like I feel like this is you staying grounded, focusing on, again, you're building brick by brick, but because you are going at things in a manner, in a healthy manner, that is what's going to align you with this healthy connection. All right. What can Capricorn and 10th house expect? Judgment, lovers, you will love again. Queen of Pentacles, we saw that Queen of Pentacles before. Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. I'm speaking to someone who has done a lot of work, who's taken a lot of caution because they've been through some shit, right? But I feel like the caution tape will come off. I feel like you're choosing to go about things your way, right? Knowing what works for you versus what you don't, knowing what you want versus what you don't. And I feel like you will choose to love again because there's going to be someone, and there's just something about the energy where, oh, I'm hearing, who's that? Can't keep my hands to myself. So there could be a sense of not feeling like you can't keep your hands to yourself with this person, but I feel like that's something that comes more so down the line. I feel like someone's going to come along, and there's a sense of you're just going to have this knowing where it's almost like, oh my God, I'm ready. Like you just know there's something about you're ready to love again, and you can see yourself opening up to this person. There's a very grounded energy to this. And think about the pentacle energy. Pentacle energy was heavily highlighted, right? Pentacle energy, it's the seeds that we lay down, right? So I feel like you're very focused on watering seeds, not weeds. And Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles is literally you. It's literally your minor arcana, right? So I feel like you will choose to love again, and you will meet that one person, right? And I feel like this is one that is going to have a energy where it's something able to flourish, to thrive. It's very strong in the nurturing type of energy. Like I'm drawn to healthy soil, nurturing, watering, watching seeds take sprout, flowers, plants grow, right? So you will come to love again, but you're doing it right. You're doing it on your terms. You're doing it when it feels right. You're not actively seeking it, but you are falling in alignment with it. And I feel like there's a form of orchestration between you. Oops, see, I'm getting a ring. You and someone else coming into a form of alignment, that person that matches you. So just stay true to doing whatever it is that you are doing because you are coming into alignment with whomever your person is. All right. You don't really have to do much other than to just stay true to the path that you're on and keep doing what you're doing. You will fall into alignment with them. In the meantime, just stay focused and doing what you're doing. That's it. But Capricorn and 10th house, that is what I got for you. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and want free content like this to continue. With that said, if you would like to book a live read, get them while they're still here. Um, yeah, the thing will be close. The live reads will disappear right before one, I believe. So if you want them, make sure to get it in before the bookings close. They automatically close on their own. But Capricorn and 10th house, that's what I got for you. Oh yeah, that's definitely no past energy there. In fact, someone's being meticulous to make sure they're not repeating their past in any way, shape, or form. Not with anyone from the past, nor any situation reflective of. Hence, not in a rush. All right. You're welcome, sweetheart. All right. Next up, Aquarius and 11th house placements. Happy birthday to my aqua babies, and a very special happy birthday to my aqua baby. What do we have going on for my aqua babies and 11th house placements? What does Aquarius and 11th house placements not what do they not see coming in love? What does Aquarius and 11th house not see coming in love? Something is brewing. Something wicked this way comes. Who's at the door? 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 I love that song. Okay. So it could be something showing up a little closer than you think. Something close to home. Clean up. Didn't I say closer to home? Oh, it's like I'm psychic. Oh, closer to where? Oh, what was that word I said? Oh, there it is. Something closer to home. Tidy up, bitch. Tidy up. Look, wash your ass, wash your house, wash your laundry. You got something coming in and it's a lot closer than you think. Some of you a lot closer to home. Get your house in order. Get your house in order because something's coming. This is something that comes along after some form of you're done, you've set up healthy boundaries for yourself, done with toxic shit, right? For those of you who have set healthy boundaries for yourself, you have left behind the toxic bitches. You're done with people breaking your heart. I'm hearing that song. So don't go breaking my heart. Da, 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 dun, dun. You got something coming in. It's a lot closer. Some of you, this could be something that comes in after a form of location change. Some of you, this could be someone new to where you're at, right? Maybe you live in an apartment complex and someone's new to the building or just new to the neighborhood. All right, but something's coming and it's a lot closer than you think. So get your shit straight. Clean your ass, clean your house, clean your laundry. Get out the dust, clear out the dust bunnies, clear out the cobwebs, whatever the fuck you got going on. Dust off the knob, whatever you got to do. Get your shit tidy. All right. Your overall energy when it comes to love. Eight of Cups. You've walked away. You're not attached to anything. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Reflective. Eight of Wands. 8-8, by the way. Six of Swords. All about forward movement. Six of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. You're all about new. Love that. You're ready for something new, new, new. Okay. So I feel like I'm talking to someone who you've spent some time. I feel like whether you spend some time focusing on yourself, right? But it feels like maybe you've been single for a while, or you're just very mindful. You're not one to have to waste your time. This is giving a very detached energy, not gonna lie. Eight of Cups, book ending the Eight of Wands. This is you. You're mindful about where your time and energy go to. You're not really hung up on anyone or anything. You're all about forward movement, right? Um, you're open to see what's out there, but I don't feel like I'm speaking to anyone who feels attached to anyone. And yeah, I know my aqua babies tend to get a rep. Oh, they're so detached, or air signs in general. And it's like, no, aquas can love hard. They have a big heart, all air signs do. But at the same token, what are you gonna hold your? Why are you gonna be holding on to, right? Especially if what would you hold an emotional attachment to if you dealt with some crap shit? Okay. Some of you could meet someone again. Could be someone who is new to where you are, or you're new to it's after you relocate, right? Some of you could be contemplating relocating, right? Some of you at the time when you're watching this, regardless of whatever you find it is for you, you could be contemplating relocating, feeling like there's nothing here. There's nothing to hold me here, or I have nothing here. Like you're not connected. Like I'm literally hearing the hook from We Didn't Start the Fire. Stranger in a strange land. Maybe you feel like you're a stranger in a strange land. Maybe you feel like you're somewhere and you hold no emotional ties to the place, and you're contemplating going somewhere else, right? Which goes hand in hand. For some of you, you can meet this person after a form of relocation. All right, what you can expect. Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups. You could find yourself catching a bit of a secret admirer. So I feel like you could have a situation that starts off a bit secret admirer. It almost gives like kind of peeking over the fence. Some of you could even be a neighbor. You know, we got the house, we got the fence here. But who remembers Home Improvement back in the day? Well, Wilson, the neighbor, right? I saw her. I literally saw Wilson with the fence. All you ever saw from Wilson was like this. It's like, hey neighbor, what's going on, right? That's kind of what it gives. So there could be someone who you meet, and at first it's a lot of staring and like kind of peeking over the fence type of energy. Now, I'm not saying you literally have to have a fence that you're peeking over, right? But it's just a terminology, right? But I'm literally even hearing this song, no doubt. Staring. I can't stop staring. So you're not gonna be able to take your eyes off this person. They're not gonna be able to take you. It's like the way I see it, it's like you see this person, and it's like you kind of low key see them from your peripheral, and they you. That's what this feels like. It feels like a secret admirer, but it feels like you could both be kind of secretly admiring each other, right? That's what this feels like. This is someone who is new, absolutely new. And again, heavily emphasized, could be after having a fresh start, a former relocation, right? Literally, we have this Fool card sitting on her bag, literally traveling or getting ready to travel, right? Absolutely brand new love, right? Someone can drive a sport car, whether it's Cadillac, convertible, could be red or silver or yellow. I don't know why I just got drawn to yellow. For some, a green car. All right. So I feel like you have something, and it's going to start off with, observation first. It's going to start off like a bit of a secret admirer, but it kind of gives like you could both kind of be secretly admiring one another. Not going to lie. It gives the elephant in the room type of energy. So this is going to be a situation. It's going to start off like kind of silent, observant, where it becomes. That's what's going to happen. This is going to end up becoming like an elephant in the room, where eventually someone's going to rip the band-aid off and say something. That's what this feels like. Possible outcome. Why the Three of Swords? Oh, oh, okay. Okay, so here's the thing. This could be something that could potentially be something that is long at the heart of this. I feel like that Ten of Pentacles said instead of this could be something that, this is someone that could potentially be someone where it's like this is two people who could eventually come together, where this is two people, they get through the good, they get through the bad all together, right? Now, here's the other thing, too. Some of you, this is giving, because I'm hearing the song, Let's Get Married with a Ten of Pentacles and the center. This is someone, when they know what they want it. This is someone who wants like the whole package. This is someone who has that old-fashioned type of energy. This might be someone who literally wants to get married. Maybe you're someone you don't look for marriage, right? That you might have fears. Some of you, you're going to be scared of getting hurt. Be careful of that. Now, the other thing that I felt more than anything, though, with that Three of Swords and the Six of Cups under the thing, I feel like this is going to end up being something that can potentially turn to something much more. It starts off one way, but it grows into so much more, which goes hand in hand. We have the Page of Cups, right? That's that water to that seed, the Ace of Pentacles. So it starts off one way, but the more you to water this energy, the more something starts to take root. And think about it, if you're growing a tree. It starts off like a small seedling, but eventually it becomes to be the great mighty oak or whatever tree it's planted, right? You catch what I'm saying? So it becomes so much more, right? Now, at the same token, it's a bit of a boomerang effect too. Remember how I said some y'all could have been through some crappy situations? I feel like whoever hurt you, whoever had any bad intentions towards you in the past, it's gonna hurt them. Might even piss them off a little to see you get your happily ever after, right? Because I feel like whomever you have a form of history with that you've moved on from, that you felt the need to set healthy boundaries with, I feel like part of this person secretly always felt like you would always come back, or you two would always come back together. Maybe this is someone with whom you have a history of on again, off again, right? Take it how it resonates. But the thing is, the number one thing that you got to look out for is this person might come off as almost like too good to be true, or for some of you, too much too fast. It's like if you dealt with people who it's like they wanted to have you caged, right? They didn't want you to go anywhere, but they wanted you to be theirs, but at the same token, their intentions were basically one-sided. It's like they wanted what they wanted, and then what they wanted for themselves was different from what they wanted with you or for you, right? It's like things coming back on them though. But because you feel in a type of way because of whatever you dealt with in the past, you might have fears about doing this because I feel like this is someone, again, this feels like a traditional type energy. This is someone who's going to want a traditional thing. This is someone who's going to want to marry you. This is someone who is going to want this and that, in which case you might be scared. You might be scared of, I'm scared. What if I tie myself to this person and then they do me like the others? Don't do that. So many people can ruin a good thing because they allow fear of the past repeating itself. But here's the thing, you're with a new person, it's not your past. Now, unless if they give you reason to believe that they are like your past or they repeat anything that you see firsthand, which would be a red flag that is reminiscent of your past, in which case, why are you even with them, right? Use your own discernment, but at the same token, if no one has given you a reason, although, because I'm hearing that song, "The First Cut" is the deepest. I know that they do say sometimes the first healthy relationship is the most difficult, right? Perhaps this would be your first healthy relationship. Um, but just be mindful of that. Don't allow fear to get in the way of something that feels real and good and genuine, right? Um, but yeah, Aquarius and 11th house, that is what I got for you. That is your read. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and want this free content to continue. And if you want to book a live read, get it in now. There's a few spots left before they automatically close out. All right. All right. Hold on. All right. Last and most certainly not least, Pisces and 12th house placements. Just a minute. Who texts me? Okay. All right. All right. What do we have going on for Pisces and 12th house placements? What do we have going on for Pisces and 12th house placements? What does Pisces and 12th house not see coming in love? Hey D, how are you, sweetheart? All right, what do we have going on for Pisces and 12th house? What does Pisces, you're welcome, baby. What does Pisces and 12th house not see coming in love? Some of y'all got that old school stuff coming through. Some of you, you're going to finally be done with that fake love and you got that good old school love coming through. Someone could have plastic surgery. You're done with fake. All right, here we go. Jealousy. Ooh. Oh, jealousy. Oh shit. Well, if it's been a bit of a dry spell, that could be changing. You got someone coming along who's gonna fuck with you royally, not in a bad way, but in a sense, they're going to unlock something within you that no one ever has before. This is like if you are normally not one to get attached, or you are normally someone unbothered, you don't get attached, right? And you most certainly don't do that jealousy shit. This bitch is going to unlock something within you that all of that shit is coming out the gate. It's like, I don't get attached. I don't have jealousy issues. Boop, this bitch comes along, new level unlocked. Who is that person looking at? No, wait, no, wait. Who? They're no, they're mine. You can't. No, don't tell, bitch. Back up. That's mine. You're gonna be territorial as fuck. And I say it's you because it feels like it's you. It feels like there's someone coming to unlock a level within you that normally doesn't sit there. And this is like trying not to let it be known. It's like having feelings for someone that you've never had for anyone before and trying to play it down, play it off like nothing bothers you. Like this is like, this person is unlocking these feelings within you that you've never felt for another human being ever. And then it's like someone comes along and compliments them and you're just like wanting to sick on them like a fucking like "Brr, back off, that's mine." But you're trying to play it cool, right? That's what that feels like. All up in your head. All up in your head about this shit. Okay. What is your energy when it comes to love? Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands, ah, Three of Swords. I'm hearing Deborah Cox. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I played that love game for the last time. So some of you could just be solo. Again, I said that before too. Maybe it's been a minute, dry spell, right? Maybe you've been on your own for quite some time. Well, guess what? That's gonna change. Um, Something's coming in all right. Even look. Look. You see the way that she's kind of holding on to him where she's like, "Oh, you know, can't keep my hands to myself." Look, I feel like your energy right now when it comes to love is like, maybe you've been hurt. You've got a wall, right? I feel like more than anything, you have a wall. You're very protective over your heart. You don't get easily attached. Queen of Swords is a very discerning type of energy. This is someone who has been through some shit and swift to cut a bitch off. We're not playing that, you're not breaking my heart. You have to be able to reach my heart to get in there. Hence, Deborah Cox, how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. This bitch is going to fucking slip through the fence. That's what this is given. So much as you might come off a bit closed off, a bit aloof, a bit cold, guess what? You got one that's going to slip through the cracks. They're slipping over the fence or through the fence. And this is someone, now okay, so it might not be jealousy issues, but they're going to unlock something with it because now I'm getting drawn to, like, how we saw that devil card, right? You're going to find yourself very, oh, that's what it is. You are going to be like butter in this bitch's hands. You are going to fall and get stupid in love. I'm literally hearing crazy in love. You're going to be very heavily infatuated with this person. You know what it is too? I'm getting drawn to this devil card energy, and you see how she feels just like able to kind of melt into him. This is like you're gonna feel like you're walking come down. They're slipping through the fence, they're slipping through the crack, and it's just like you're like putty in a bitch's hands, which tells me you're gonna go from feeling closed off and distant and unattached to all of a sudden where it's like you feel safe enough. It's like one slips through the fence and all of a sudden you're like fucking putty in their fucking hands. It's like your femme feels soft to submit And I'm not saying like you're gonna submit like a bitch, but like, bitch, you're gonna fucking like, you're just like gonna melt into this bitch. That's what this feels like. So they're going to unlock a level within you, unlike any other, where, you're going to be charmed and then some. Now, for some of you, it could even be this could be someone who has a bit of a jealous streak. Now, here's the thing, too. You know what I get? You know what's funny? You know what I get from this one? It's almost like this. You're going to be all about them, but this feels like this is someone who's also going to be very all about you, where it's almost like you wouldn't have to question or worry. It's like you wouldn't even worry about this person stepping out when they definitely wouldn't have to worry about you because there's a sense of just, I'm hearing Celine Dion falling into you. You're both going to fall into each other. All right. So, what can Pisces and 12th house expect in love? Hey, Gladsy, how are you, sweetheart? Seven of Swords. I heard it again. How did you get here? You can't avoid it. You can run, but you can't. I tried that love thing for the last time. My heart said, no, no, nobody's supposed to be here. But you came along and changed my mind. You can run, but you can't hide. That's what this feels like. You could tell me, no, that'll never be me. I will never melt into a bitch. I will never allow someone in my cold Arctic heart. Bitch, don't tell me at the dead and center of this all, at the heart of this all is the Queen of Cups. That is literally the fucking mushy, gushy bitch of the deck. Six of Wands, someone's going to win your heart. And then some. Someone's going to win you over. You can run, but you can't hide. Love wins in the end with this one. You might try to run. You might try to ignore it. But love wins in the end on this. That's what it feels like. Because the Seven Swords is almost like, no. Mm-mm. You'll try to avoid it. You'll try to run or you'll try. I'm not saying you're going to like run from the connection, but I'm saying it's like you try not to allow your heart to go there, especially if you're someone you're very closed off. You have a wall. Nine of Wands, dead in center. Your energy when it comes to love is you are protective. You are very protective so as to not get hurt. You have a wall. You're very cold. You're very. Queen of Swords has been through some shit. So she's not just going to let anyone in. And she holds that sword and she will be swift to cut a bitch off. Male or female doesn't matter, but that's just the energy of it, right? So that sword energy still plays in where it's like, nope, not going to happen. Well, guess what? Never say never because you can run, but you can't hide. This one's slipping through the cracks, and love is going to win in this stance. Is what that feels like. Literally, Six of Wands is a form of accomplishment. It's a sense of victory, right? The dead is center, the Queen of Cups. That is literally love, like unconditional love at the fullest, right? Love wins. Love wins. Love's gonna win. No, no. Oh, you've met your match. That's why. You've met your match. That's why. You got someone who said, challenge accepted. King of Swords, the man with the plan. Someone, some of this could be LGBT or someone could be fluid. But this is the man with the plan. That's why you've met your match. This person said, challenge accepted. Hold my beer. I got this. Four of Swords. Relax. Relax. Don't worry. This person, they're very strategic about the way that they go about this. There's that Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, mother, and there's that Devil again. You are gonna fall. You are gonna fall into this bitch. They are gonna fall into you. Look, I feel like they're gonna see. They're gonna see that it's a bit of a challenge. They're gonna see that They're gonna see that, you're not swift to, you're not in a rush, you're not like you're quite fine, you're quite content where you are, right? You're quite content just laying there doing your own thing, being on your own. And they're gonna see it, and they're gonna see it as challenge accepted, hold my beer. And guess what? You're gonna melt. You're gonna fall right into this bitch. Love wins. Love wins. Possible outcome. What do we have going on? What's the possible outcome? High Priestess, Knight of Cups. Here's the Four Swords. This person don't mind doing a little work. I feel like the more unobtainable you become, the more they want you. Hence, the more that you're gonna go out of their way to get you. I'm literally hearing Blondie. So you're like the prize to them. They are viewing you as like that which is unobtainable. Oh yeah, that's how I know it's mine. But I feel like you're gonna like it. I feel like you're gonna play hard to get because I feel like low key you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it and you're gonna want some more of it. I'm hearing Prince Little Red Corvette. Honey, you move too fast. Someone could either have a little red Corvette or I'm also hearing that other song, Sex on Wheels. You might get down and clown with this bitch on the car. All I know is they're coming right for your heart and they're getting it. And I feel like you're gonna like it. I feel like you're gonna like the chick. See, that's what it is. I feel like this person is going to be so persistent to the pursuit that it's almost like you play hard to get, but at the same token, you low key like it. You like the fact that this someone who is going to such lengths to win you. That's what this feels like. This is someone who like goes to much lengths to get you. This is someone who shows up continually and you're going to love every little minute. This is someone where you're going to feel like no one has ever made you feel so fucking wanted and desired and you're just going to love it. You're going to bask in it and you're going to melt in it. So, it's kind of cute because it's like, especially love wins in the end. So, I don't know. Pisces in 12th house, I'm going to leave that there. That's a cute read. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this free content and would like this form of free content to continue. With that said, my loves, just a moment, let me check something right quick. Yes, you are, my love. No, baby, we just finished up Pisces right now. These reads tend to go lengthier because I take my time and I implement the oracle as well. And I'm giving you everything that I feel, and I'm not one to want to rush. And I knew that this read would be a bit lengthier, which is why I started it at 9:30. But that, my loves, is our read. Just a moment. If you like that video, again, don't forget to smash that like button. It lets me know that you want this free content to continue, right? Helps me to continue giving you this free content. But with that said, you're welcome, baby. You as well. With that said, I am going to hightail it out of here. I hope you all have a fantastical rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is where you are. I love you all. Be well, be safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, my loves.